Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the 10-year Wrestle Addict reunion. The OGs are here. Say hello, everybody.
Hey.
Can you fucking hear me?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Twice, man. The curse of
Hello,
Wasim. Putting my
We're
back
allowed
on my
to say
whole-
the baddie words.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can say whatever you want. That's cool.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Listen,
I thought this was
I've been
rated
doing a
U.
Disney podcast for 2 years. I need to say fuck like a lot because I can't say it on there. So I need to say it here.
Well, we're back. It's been 10 years. Thank you all for joining us tonight, and thank everyone here for wanting to do this. This is all Chris Oni's idea. So thank him for making
This guy right here. Or here.
Yes, the Brady Bunch is right in the middle.
The guy with the muscle shirt on, right? Show them guns, boy.
Muscle.
You wear a muscle shirt, you're supposed to show them.
Stealing Paul's gimmick.
There you go. It feels like we were talking off air like 3 different lifetimes. So I guess we could start off with this. We've been through a pandemic, we've been through a whole bunch of crazy stuff, but like what's everyone been up to since the last show we did? I guess I'll go in my order that I see on screen. Phoenix, we'll start with you.
Surviving, man. Still
hear
got
that.
the same job. Still got the same house, though. Been here 15 years as of last Thursday.
Nice.
Still got that fucking mask.
Hell yeah.
I hope it's been washed. So,
Oh yeah. Yeah. I had to repaint sections of it too because all the things flaked off.
Oh, man.
that's dedication, dude.
No
Yep.
warranty.
Nah,
No.
dude, it's from El Salvador. Think about it.
Damn, the tariffs must be fucking nuts on that right now. Mask's gonna cost you $900 now, dude.
I paid like 80 bucks for this thing back in the day. Same thing. What's it called? Before the pandemic, cost like 129. It could only go up double from there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Eggs are fucking $25.
Yeah.
I find that crazy because here the like minimum was like $3 for a carton of 12
No, listen.
Canadian dollars.
Yeah,
So
that's because we
what,
get our
like
eggs from
50
you. So
cents
ours are going to
American?
be $42.50 soon.
Yeah. $6 where I am.
There you go. All right. All right. On the next on my screen is Big Greg, who's not Big Greg anymore. He's in shape Greg. What have you been doing, man? What's going on?
Buff Greg.
Buff Greg.
I'd love to say
Wait.
hard
Why
drugs,
isn't
but
Phoenix
man, hard
introducing Craig?
Yeah,
Let him introduce it. Yeah, do
gotta do it.
The Hey Yo Big Craig. That was his thing.
There you
times.
go.
Yeah. It was on the shirts. It was everything. Yeah. I've I've moved 3 times. I have changed jobs too many times. I finally bought a house. Like I own this place. Just moved in, so gonna take some time to get things together. But yeah, just keeping myself on track, doing as much as I can, and living a peaceful, quiet life. Did some live touring with the band for a while, and it's been about it. Yeah, real quiet for me. Just missed, speaking to you guys and getting back to doing this.
Definitely.
Look at you with the fucking cheap pop.
I know, right? Sorry, I'll say town names next time. I really missed out on that.
All right, Mr. Heel, please heal, or what you used to be called, Kid
Yeah.
Carnage.
Oh yeah, now back in the day. A lot.
He made it.
When was the last show that we had?
He made
A
it.
year?
It was like 9 years ago.
Oh fuck yeah! So during that time, I think shortly afterwards, I actually started training. I don't know if I was with you guys when I started training.
You left the show because you had to start training. So thanks.
Yeah,
I appreciate
yeah,
that.
you're
By the way.
welcome. But I was trained for 3 years under Anthony Corelli, Santino Morella. We also trained under Yuki Ishikawa. So I trained at Battle Arts Academy, performed for 3 years. That was pretty fun and enjoyable. Found out that it just wasn't necessarily my thing. So I kind of transitioned to content creation. And I've been doing that for the last, obviously, decade or so. As of late, obviously, had a little girl in January of 2023. Throughout the whole COVID process, my wife was a nurse during that, so there was a whole shit show of stuff there. So a lot of stress involved there as well. We moved into our place which we do own the unit itself. However, with the listing, hence why it's so fair behind me. So we are listing to get this place sold. So right now I'm just kind of at a pause. My content has gone from gaming to self-help to a bunch of different variations that I feel has kind of been a fail. Now I'm in biography, so it's actually wood burning art that I'm doing now, majority. And yeah, so once everything gets settled down and we get a house and we get kind of situated, all that starts up again. My wife and I are going to be doing our local reviews again, which we did kind of a show together that we really enjoyed. And yeah, just started my own company as well. Like there's just a lot of shit going on right now.
Still works for the government, shooting people.
Yeah, exactly.
What
Exactly.
happens.
Yeah, not as prevalent though. I'm still in the same job, but it's not as busy as it was before. Not as government focused. I missed that one shot.
No one shot.
Yeah.
That's a whole fucking Wikipedia page worth of stuff.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I
His
got
bio
There's
also
more.
is lab,
name
bro.
dropped.
There's a
I hope Zac Efron plays you.
All right, Mr. Oni, you're up next. What's going on with you?
Not much. It's been a wild ride. That was kind of why I wanted to get it back with everyone. Just been wild ride. Lost both my parents. Got a 5-year-old. I'm now the director of tourism for Beach Town. Just toured our awesome community center today. I'm going to be bringing wrestling to the gym there. We got a second floor walking track, so excellent second seats for. Going to probably do ISPW first because they reached
Can I
out.
help you book shitty indie talent like Davey Boy
Yeah.
Shits?
Oh yeah, we're going to do that.
Can I? Because I will so fucking do it.
The only problem is we got to keep it family friendly, so it's got to be stupid.
You can't have Davey Boy Shits? Nah, I'm not doing it.
What about
No.
Davey Boy Trash?
Yeah,
Trash
Boy
man.
pants. It's fine.
How about Brand? Are you signing him?
Yes. We already got him signed for 10 years. We don't even have the building finished, like the walls aren't up yet, but yeah, he's going to be one of our main guys. We got high hopes for Brand. It's going to be great. But other than that, just keep surviving. This year alone dropped 60 pounds, been sober a little over 9 months. So
Nice.
some other good
Congrats.
stuff going on now. So, finally getting back in shape. So with that, I'll pass it over to Big Paul.
There's only one big. There's Big Craig and Small Paul. You got to
Small Paul, sorry.
Tall
gotta
name.
balance this here.
Nothing.
Oh, just handsome as ever.
Just doing Paul thing.
Oh, I miss you, Paul.
Still haven't learned how to do a kickflip. Still haven't beat Skyrim.
Damn.
I'm on you with that one though. I haven't
You
even.
never
Dude, I
beat
haven't even
Skyrim.
started Skyrim. I've never even played Skyrim. So
I think I've started it 3 times again since we last talked.
I've bought it for every console, including like one that you can play on your fucking TV. I mean, on your fucking fridge. And yeah, I haven't beat any of them. So yeah,
Are you buying the new Oblivion?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been playing that, but
Yeah,
I'm like back to playing Lego games. So
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
yeah,
just finished Skywalker Saga. That's fun.
That's what I'm like balls deep in. Fucking love that shit. Yeah, so that's been my life, and in a moment of silence for my dearly departed cat, Fat Boy.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm
All
good.
right, man.
Is it me now?
That's you.
I have Hope Solo as my background because you're used to seeing her background. So I put her
Nice.
as my background.
Let's hope so.
Good callback.
This is actually the first piece of content I did since Wrestle Addict ended.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding. Did Wrestle Addict, did Rant with Ant kind of exploded, and then I burnt the fuck out and said I hate pro wrestling, and I stopped doing anything with wrestling until I found this beautiful motherfucker on Twitch doing e-feds, and then I started streaming and doing an e-fed, and then I didn't feel like dealing with people that thought they were real wrestlers, so I stopped fucking doing the e-fed because it made me hate wrestling again, and then I went to Wiz Wit, which was a sports podcast, and then COVID happened and there was no sports. And then me and my wife last ditch. Oh, and then I did the 5-second rule, which was probably the most fun show I ever did in my life because it was just
It was the most random show ever.
we just smoked a
'Cause I
lot
wa-
and fucking talked. That's all we did. We just got high in the shed and fucking talked. Yeah, Pratt's 5-second rule for life, and we'd make funny ass commercials and like make up
I
jingles
love
for them.
those.
That was super fun. And then
Yeah.
the last ditch effort of content. Listen, if Nikki Bella had that picture, I still wouldn't be on this show. I would still be in the bathroom with. I'd have more baby oil than Diddy. But and now this is where obviously I'm talking like this, but now my wife and I, we do Disney content. So I actually create with my wife now, and we were doing vlogs and we're doing podcasts. We brought our podcast back. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. And my daughter, who was like just born when we started the Wrestle Addict, is now turning 11. So there you go.
That's terrifying.
And I have a 5-year-old who's like my twin.
I feel sorry for your wife.
Yeah.
Like his yeah.
Yep. I feel sorry for myself. I have to deal with myself every day. Now I have to deal with another one.
Trust me, I know the fucking feeling too.
Hey, Craig. When we were on the podcast orgy one time, and I still say this line. All right. This is my favorite line ever. Anytime somebody tries to say something depressing, I say, have you ever fallen asleep holding your own tits? I have. And I still use that all the time. All the time.
Man, I forgot about that. I'm going to use that.
Because it pops the boys big time. You know, we used to shit each other's bags just to pop the boys.
I forgot all about that. That's terrifying.
Yeah, the internet's a real thing.
Terrifying,
you
but
know,
like fantastic.
Luckily, G-Rod deleted all of those, or we'd probably all be an HR nightmare.
I still have.
There's definitely not a record anywhere.
I mean, there is a record. It's on my hard drive somewhere, but it's there.
Nope. No, Glenn. There's no.
Listen,
get rid of it.
Listen, I don't trust anything because I know people can hide hard drives because Hollywood exists.
Yeah.
I think what's important to remember is everything is done by AI now, and none of that was us. We were just ahead of the time with AI.
It's true. Very
so
true.
So with all of us giving us our kind of a background, G-Rod, how about you, man? You've had a lot of experience.
He made a movie. It was called Revenge of the Solo.
Revenge of the Solo.
And the second one coming up, The New Hope of Solo.
Yeah. I just been hanging around doing my thing. I'm in Charlotte now. I made a movie that I've been wanting to make for 20 years. I produced it, co-wrote it. It's called The Bastard Sons. You can go watch it now on Amazon Prime.
Do it.
And Tubi. Have another one coming out at the end of the year called Dirty Hands that has Michael Beach, Pat Muldoon, Denise Richards. That was fun. We shot that in Chicago last year. We're getting ready to shoot something else in November in Jersey called Lupo. More on that another time. And I'm down 25 pounds, so that's good. And I'm single, so if anyone say hello.
If anybody wants to fuck, hit up the Rod.
If you're in Charlotte, hit me up.
Even if you're not in Charlotte, fucking hit them up.
Yeah, listen. You can be like Andrade and be in Charlotte multiple times and then leave.
You need to do the.
We can't tell if it's Charlotte anymore or no.
And
wait, so you get to work with 2 Starship Troopers veterans?
Yes, sir.
That's so fucking dope, dude.
They were really nice too. Like Pat is one of the coolest dudes I've ever met, but he's so hilarious. Like it's just nonchalantly hilarious. Just no effort. I can see why he stole Kelly Kapowski.
Oh, I love
when
Kelly
he was the
Kapowski.
manager at the Max.
And Denise is she's sweet, you know. I didn't mark out as much as I wanted to, but I had to keep it cool. But all I wanted to do was talk about that movie Valentine because I love that movie. But other than that,
and AC Slater saved her in the beach episode.
Yep.
It all comes back around. All right.
It was just cool meeting them and just like I don't know, you work really hard to get to a certain point and then you meet people like that and you're like, I can't believe I met that person. I've worked with them. My name's on the same bill as them and it's really cool. But other than that, yeah, that's all I've been doing. I just really happy to be doing this with you all again for one night. And before we move on, we are doing a charity for a week. Charity give shirt thing that we're doing. You can buy a shirt. It goes. All the proceeds go to To Right Love on Her Arms. I'll put the link in the chat. It'll only be up for a week, so this time next week it'll be gone. But all the funds go to Right Love on Her Arms, mental health charity. Mental health is super important, especially these days. It's more important than ever. And be proud to do this again. We've done so many charities and things for charity over the years, and I guess that brings me into my next topic that I want to talk about is our favorite moments.
Wasim's tweets.
Yeah, that's probably number one.
I will buy some now if you follow me to Vicky Guerrera, but it's backwards. I couldn't get it.
I'm curious, like how much stuff you have on your PC from the old.
I'm
days.
just Googling it as we're talking. Listen, my mic wasn't even fucking set up. Look, I'll show you. A little insider stuff. Hold on. It's like I'm from the new age. Hold on 1 second. Paul caught that. I appreciate that. Look, there it is. There's the studio. See?
There it is.
And there's my dresser that we just moved because we got new furniture. But now I'm going to go back to Wasim. Hold on. Yeah, it's weird. I bought this like 4-channel mixer that won't work on this computer on my PC, but it works on my MacBook fine. So it's
technology.
Wasim's eating me. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
No, that I guess one of my favorite moments is definitely when we were doing the award show, and we had Wasim on to take the Hall of Fame, our first ever Hall of Fame award.
Yes.
And he was on Vince's jet, just chilling, calling in.
It was.
And it was.
There's actually a picture of him. I mean, I don't know if that's a mugshot or he might have been with Vince during that mugshot. That makes sense.
Fuck, I completely forgot about that. Oh my god.
Yep.
I created some of the worst Photoshop. Fucking Wasim.
Imagine AI now. We could have him and Vince kissing. Like what?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, with those
Wow.
nice chef lips
Right?
and the bows of
You
them.
know, like it's
I mean,
my
I
grandmother
paid for one
passed
of
when
his
I was
services.
6. I wanted to hug my daughter. That's fucking weird. It's weird shit,
It
guys.
is weird.
Fuck. Favorite moments, though, honestly, was just every Thursday night that we did this. For real. Like, we had so much fun doing this shit. Like, every episode, we didn't matter what we were going through mentally. We get on and we laugh our ass off. You know what I mean? And it was just like an escape for like way too long because our episode used to be like 4 hours. And I'm telling you right now, a hard stop at 10 o'clock. I'm fucking 37. I'm going to sleep. You know what I mean? But we'd be going on to like midnight, and he'd be fucking yelling at Scott Steiner the whole time. Fucking.
I was gonna say that the Scott Steiner promos, hands down, always a winner. Always my favorite.
I don't even
Also,
know
the
if I
last
can do
call,
those
too.
anymore.
The last call. Rest in peace, Scott Hall, by the way.
Yeah.
That was awesome. So that was so much. It was just so much fun. We did a lot of good too. You know, raised a lot of money for cancer, raised a lot of money for mental health. Like we always did it for a purpose, and luckily we carried that same value over to Rant with Ant when G-Rod, Phil, and I were doing that, where we raised tons of money, and we got to do stuff with Connor's Cure. Like, we always did it for a bigger reason. And even when we were streaming, G-Rod and I did the 24-hour stream for mental health. And I know Heel always did charity streams. So I think, we're dickheads, but we're actually like nice guys. So yeah. I think that was the coolest part, is just watching everyone evolve into their own stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and the cool thing is, I know I don't talk in it, but we're still on like a Facebook chat, where people are talking about wrestling, and I just don't watch unless it's like a CM Punk main event, which is once every 25 years. Still my guy. Listen, still my guy. I'm loyal to a fault. And listen, sorry, Jack Perry. I would punch in your fucking face too.
Oh man.
Damn.
We'll get to all that. Trust me, we're gonna get there. before anyone else speaks, I wanted to say something about one of my favorite moments too. Was during the first charity stream. It was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And Gil and I got to interview Jervis Cottonbelly.
Jervis Scott,
I love
Yeah.
Jervis.
full character.
Jervis.
He was a character, man. Because
Cool.
I think after that, I was like, he came on, and I'm like, this motherfucker's already on? Like, what the hell? Like, he scared me in a way.
Yeah, it was a good time. We interviewed Jeff Jarrett, which was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Did y'all buy JTG's book yet?
No.
No.
I got
I don't got
free
time to
coffee,
read.
gifted a free coffee.
Oh my God, is he going to join this call? Because I
Start
talked to him
promoting
about-
his fucking book.
Did
Which
he
number
even
three?
on?
We
No
talked
one
to him.
asked for.
He didn't show up, right?
No, I think he
Yeah.
came on.
He was on, but he just kept talking about the book.
No, he came on, and I'm like, "Hey, you said this in your book." He's like, "Yeah, I said that, but I don't want to spoil it." It's like, fucking asshole! You're promoting your book. Like, I'm bringing up something that I actually took the time to look up your book.
Yeah.
Just say the one paragraph out of a fucking book.
I just read the fucking. I read like 20 pages, and it was ass, and I fucking picked one thing out of it. It was as
And there
incoherent
was-
as Moxley's book. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
And there were spelling errors, and Dolph Ziggler's brother helped him write it. So
Mm.
Wait,
Oh,
Ryan helped
geez.
him? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now he's going to be writing more books because AEW is going to have to pay him for him getting bullied. So
Oh.
Anyone else want to?
that CM Punk's a real jerk, man.
Leave Ryan alone.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I got to go with our feud with the Juggalos that we got asked that we had to stop talking about them at some point. That was fun. But then, now Superhuman made it cool again to be a Juggalo. So whoop, whoop.
That guy's still alive.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
he's still going. His
Still
dad
going.
just hit him in the head with a
Yes.
bat the other day.
Yeah.
He's like a professional stuntman. Of course he's still alive. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
of course. He makes more money than all of us somehow.
Explain the Juggalo thing. I don't remember that.
We just kept making fun of Juggalos for some reason. And then apparently some started listening because we just kept talking about like Fago and all that stuff. And for some reason they just got really offended and kept trying to attack us. And then,
Yeah. We were super offensive though. Like,
yeah.
there was no fucking limit to anything we said ever.
Especially when you were drunk.
And to be fair, Juggalos are good people.
Yeah.
That, to be fair, they
That's a
kind
lot of growth in 10 years, Paul. A lot of growth.
I just never wanted to admit it.
Yeah.
I could never look past the shitty music.
Yeah, I mean it's like a cult, and now it's called the United States.
Oh.
No, Juggalos, they're on the good side.
I know, but it's like they were like a cult, but now our country is like a cult. So there you go. It was just foreshadowing,
Yeah.
Make Juggalos great again.
You could
Yeah.
believe 10 years ago a WWE Hall of Famer wasn't the president of the United States. What the fuck are we doing here, guys? This
I
guy,
have no idea.
Mind is wild.
I still have
Vince,
no idea.
Vince paid the refs.
he'd follow you all back.
We
It's just-
apologize to
it's-
the world.
From the outside, there's just like a live show just continuously happening.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Anyone else?
I will
Yeah.
say when we had the special shows and almost majority of us got drunk. during
Podcast
those
orgies.
shows.
You could say orgies.
Yeah,
say it.
orgy. Oh yeah, sorry, the orgy.
Yeah.
Dude.
Giro and I had some really good names.
It got to a point where we're like, we have no idea what anyone is saying.
You were
shows
screaming,
just went
fuck
down.
you.
over
You were screaming, fuck you, fuck you.
Fuck you.
For
And I'm
literally
just sitting
20
back
minutes
watching
straight.
the chaos. Just
It was you and G-Rod doing Arnold, yelling back and forth, literally for 32 minutes straight. And all of us were just sitting there like,
That was the one time I decided to get drunk, and it turned into that.
were you at my house for that one?
No, I
No.
was
Because we did one when you were at my house.
was that the fourth
There
one?
was one where you were there. I can't remember which one it was.
I
It was
think
a lot
that might
more
have been it
tame.
because we were. I don't know how we made it in the house, and we were in the garage.
I think
Oh.
And it
Nicole,
was connected.
your wife came out and yelled at you at one point.
No, all the time. She still does. I'm waiting for her now.
I just remember it was the one where I was drunk was I was in LA, and I remember my girlfriend at the time came in and just started laughing at me. But yeah, it was just I have that video still somewhere, and it's a mess. It's a mess.
I think I was in a hotel room at the time.
You were.
Yeah. I was away on business.
You were away sniping.
You were on a mission.
Yeah.
By the way, getting because I got like a honey JD thing. Never again. That was horrible. Felt like crap next day.
I was drinking some cheap ass vodka that night. Never again.
I was drinking Captain Morgan. That's pretty much all I drank.
Captain.
I don't remember the last time I've been out.
I just realized I'm so fucking old because like I used to be able to take down Captain, and the other night I don't drink much. Like I'm not a drinker, and we went to a wedding and I had like 3 or 4 Captains, and the next day I was still fucked up, and I'm like, I used to like that was pregame for drinking for me. Now, yeah, man, I was put myself to bed on Sunday morning. I'm like, time to go back to bed. I just fell down the steps.
Oh, dude, hangovers are not the same. Oh, they're not the same.
Yeah, I know. All right, so
it's like days to recover.
King Ricky, who actually runs Wrestle Addict Radio, so thank you for keeping the name alive.
Yes, sir.
And keeping the brand alive. Yeah, he saw me in Brooklyn multiple times at the Rant with Ant hangouts when we would be at McMahon's. I think he was there the one time where I had like 15 shots of Angry Balls, which is Fireball mixed with Angry Orchard. And my bill was only like $7 because people kept buying them for me. And I don't know if he was there. I tried to fight people upstairs because they were booing Roman Reigns. The one dude was wearing ripped jeans and had long hair. And I stood up on a table and I said, "You want this puddle of mud?" Like I was ready to fuck somebody up. You know what I mean? And
Puddle of mud.
oh wait, yeah, Nola. Oh, Nola was bad. I'm sober. Yeah, because I met him at Rumble and I was drunk too. Yeah. It was hard because like people recognized us, so they'd buy us. Gee, you were there.
I was at the Rumble one.
People would buy us drinks, so we would drink them. It's disrespectful.
Yeah, I gotta try that Fireball and Angry Orchard. That sounds fantastic.
It is. Probably not when you're over 35, but yeah.
I'm fucking 39. Oh,
okay, you'll die. Have fun. Like, I was 30 and I was. I didn't buy you a drink. I slipped you my business card. That's what Ricky said. We should get Ricky on at the end, by the way, just to talk to him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
We were saying about like favorite memories and things. I managed to swing my entire university degree on doing this podcast and wrestling. So I did a music degree in commercial music and business, and I managed to write a dissertation on the connection between music and wrestling by interviewing Bram and Jack Jester. And after interviewing Bram, because I had to go do it in person, he was like, is that all the questions you've got? I mean, that was kind of tame. Is that it? And I sat down and I said, okay, you were recently fired. Did you hit your ex-wife? And he's like, cool, so let's end it there. And I was like,
oh! You were asking the hard-hitting questions.
You asked.
I tried for 75 minutes not to ask that question. I was like, I'm going to go around everything I can. I was like, 75 minutes, I'm not going to ask him. And he's like, well, is that it? And I was like, okay, let's just load up the shotgun.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Turns out he didn't.
Hey, Craig, your mic sounds like Hope Solo's asshole.
It's us.
Just continue.
I'm so glad. Brilliant. I'm doing this on a phone at fucking 2 a.m. Shut up, man.
It is 2 a.m.?
Yeah.
2 a.m. I must be lonely.
Oh god.
We should just all go around and sing our favorite butt rock songs. No? All right.
Where do you go with me?
There's Creed right there. Bro.
Creed's gotta be number one, right?
Everyone would sing Creed, obviously.
Hell yeah.
Isn't that all butt rock?
Chevelle's good.
No, they're not butt rock.
Oh, she knows that butt rock.
No, butt rock's like Creed,
No.
Nickelback. You know,
Look at this
Pearl Jam because they say no vowel, or they say no. They only say vowels.
Puddle of mud.
Puddle Mud's definitely. But can you take it all away? Daughtry used to like fondle a line of butt rock. when he was going home. Now he's like trying to be metal or something. He's all has blacked out tattoos and shit. I saw that.
Yeah, he was covering Sleep Token. So
was he?
Yeah.
You know, I just found out that Sleep Token, nobody knows who they are.
Yeah, you want to know who it is? The guy up above me.
Yeah.
He just needs he'll give you a token to go to sleep because it's 2 a.m.
Oh.
Man, I can't stand the guys. They're just if you've ever heard of a British band called Bastille, they are just the metal equivalent of Maroon 5.
I like Sleep Token, but that's true. That's true.
So that guy's voice is just the singer from Sleep Token. I don't care. That's the same guy in a mask.
Wow.
Hmm.
You know, yeah. Sounds good.
Yep.
My favorite sleep band is Sleep Theory. If anyone ever heard of them, they're awesome.
Hell yeah.
They're
They're
Listen
great.
to them on Octane every week.
Yeah, they're great. New band, check them out. New album coming out, I think in like 2 weeks actually. They
Are we
mix
getting
little
paid for that,
R&B,
or?
metal.
Look at you, their PR guy.
Oh.
Dude, I'm trying to get a new job, man. Come on, give me a fucking break. You know?
Excellent salesman.
Still working in the
promotional
paint
guy.
industry. I wasn't even in the paint industry when I was on Wrestle Addict. Was that an Enterprise Rent-A-Car?
You were Enterprise.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
never-
Oh, fuck. Man, I'm going to have PTSD tonight. Shit.
I guess drinking is back on the table.
Yeah, fuck. That was a horrible job. The company that pick you up and pay you shit. And they had that stupid song, On the Way, Wake Me Up. And it was our whole music. And now every time I hear it in the car, I want to drive off a fucking bridge.
Oh my god.
Oh man,
At least it was memorable
Yeah, right?
for the wrong reasons.
it's stuck in your head.
I can't
One
imagine going
thing-
back to there.
One thing I will say that I'm happy about that I still have my job, the same job. One thing I'm happy about is like that I don't have the same boss. I got a better boss now, and he's 10 times cooler and much nicer, and it's much easier to work there without that old guy being there. Just saying.
Yeah, fuck that old
Only
guy.
me.
What's his name?
Fuck
What's his
that
first
old
name?
guy.
Oh, I'm not saying. I'm not.
He's
trying-
not there
I'm trying to
anymore,
get-
Phoenix. You can say fuck him. You're not going to get fired. Give me his name. Text me his name, and later in the show, I'll say fuck whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody will know what I'm talking about.
You're
I'll
wearing a
send you
mask.
this number as well.
Yeah.
For unrelated reasons.
Yeah. I'm going to send him a Hope Solo picture.
Anybody remember those pictures?
Hey, Rich, remember Chris Phoenix from IT? Here's a picture of Hope Solo's ass.
Remember those
I don't even know where
pictures?
that-
Just send him Wazim's photos. He's like,
I don't even know where that guy is anymore after he got canned. I think he became like a history professor or some shit. Good
Wait.
riddance.
He got fired, and you still can't say fuck him on the air?
Nah.
Ugh.
You know what? I respect that. That's common decency at least.
Oh, you're Canadian. You'll say sorry for it all the time, dude. Shut up.
I ain't got no common decency. I'll tell that guy to go fuck.
You just apologize.
Fuck
for
that guy.
Fuck.
Well, yeah,
that.
F
Yeah,
that
fuck the
guy
guy,
for
100%.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah, fuck him.
for sure.
Yeah, the new guy rocks.
Yeah. Does the new guy let you come to
Guy
work
rocks.
with your
Guy
mask?
Love that new guy. That old guy, Bob Sacramento. Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Bob Sacramento.
eat a stack of shit, Bob. You don't mess with our Phoenix.
Sacramento.
Speaking of bad photoshops, that
What the fuck?
Oh,
What the fuck is that?
you.
Oh my god!
It's you. That's you.
No, it's me. I know.
oops.
Listen, you don't Google yourself ever. This is the first picture that fucking popped up.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll send it to you. It says,
You
heal,
don't need
please
to,
heal.
okay.
So pretty gif. So
Oh,
pretty
yeah, yeah,
beautiful.
Oh no, if you look at
Oh
if you
my
search-
God. Don't click that
search-
link.
If you search gifs, well, there's a shit ton of them will pop up. Even like my nanners ones will pop up.
I love bananas.
I played a banana, a sassy banana.
That was one of the best characters in all the streaming. Bar none.
I said that I put the sass in potassium. Or
That's right.
I put the ass in potassium.
That's very intelligent.
Thank you. Considering I misspelled it. The problem is now that I share a wall with my daughter who sleeps at the time that I do content creation, and Nanners is a loud, obnoxious fucking character.
I can
can't
tell
be
you're
loud.
whispering like a sex operator.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it better for you, motherfucker? Bigfoot, what are you wearing?
There
right
you
now?
go. Dougie.
Whose bird's that?
I don't think that bird's gonna
Nance is
fly
here.
anytime soon.
Oh. Oni, is that? I can't tell by the ass of it. Is it a dog? Is it a cat?
I think it's a
Big dog. It's a dog.
Is it a golden retriever?
Big dog.
It's supposed to be a golden doodle. It's my son's service dog. But
Golden
for some
retriever.
reason,
Yes, I have one.
here.
I have a 120-pound golden retriever.
I remember.
Nice.
I think
No,
I met the dog. Right?
Joby
Or was
died.
that right? What?
I have
I'd wait
Maxie.
more than
I have
that.
Maxie's 2.5. Have you met my? I don't
No.
think you've seen him.
I haven't been to your house in like 10, 11 years. So
Well,
I think
that's because I don't live in Delhaven anymore, Villas.
we sold our house. So
I moved to
we're
Egg Harbor Township.
We're up in
And he-
Dennis.
Here's the great thing: is like my old house was 800 square feet, so I couldn't go anywhere. So Nicole had to hear me yell. This house with my basement done's 2,000 square feet, and you know where I put the studio? Right next to our bedroom, so she can hear me yell.
Gotta keep it going.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man. No, I was just thinking about those.
Wrestling. The graps.
No. I was
Thinking about the graps.
those photoshops that I made of I was Rusev smiling in the Michael Cole interview.
Yeah.
And the back, there was like a mirror that I cut out and I put different pictures in there. So I have a drunk Ant in there,
Yep.
Hope Solo.
Rusev's back, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Eh.
I don't watch entertainment. I only watch pro wrestling. Where the best wrestle. That's what I watch, man. Fucking where they have thumbtacks sticking out of their ass all the time.
GCW.
Progress.
Oh, wait a second. You didn't blade? This isn't wrestling.
We'll get
Wait,
it.
it's all
Any other moments?
Dude, every moment was fucking awesome. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
staying up.
I don't
with
even
you
know why we
was-
stopped. I think we all just said fuck wrestling. No, we
Uh,
did.
Yeah,
We were
There's
doing
a
with
lot,
it.
a lot of stuff we had to do, right, man?
Yeah, scheduling went
Left
crazy. Like Kay left to go wrestle and focus on Mind of Carnage.
Fuck, that didn't last.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know how you did a website. And then G and I kind of went with the rant with Ant thing, and that worked out okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was just like we didn't do much because I don't know. It was just weird. It was one of those weird things where I get like hyper fixated on shit. So then that's all I think about. Like right now, like I was off today and I made 3 different logos for my my Disney podcast today, and made a bunch of clips and shit. So like, but we should have did this more often, like once a year, kind of like fucking reunion, because we're all still friends. Like that's the the funny part, But I miss Paul on Twitter every day. I'll tell you that.
I have been permanently banned.
You and me both, brother.
What,
Yeah.
on
Tell
Twitter?
Elon's go suck one.
No. It
It was
even
Elon.
anything-
It was Elon.
wasn't even
Gas
anything
cars.
too bad.
Somebody was.
I just
jealous
said
of the
something
beard.
about guillotines and billionaires.
Yeah.
Thank
Next thing I
you.
know-
Thank you.
Next thing
Yeah.
I know, I don't exist anymore.
Man after my own heart, right there. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Got that right, comrade.
I have like 10 followers on X right now.
I only came back to promote this.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna fucking unfollow everyone after this. By the way,
You know
unless
what's
you want
funny?
to, unless you want to see Philadelphia sports retweets, because that's all you're gonna get from me.
Like
There you
I have tried, because with my content creation, I'm all over the place with my stuff. I have tried the other ones, like from Instagram. I've tried the Blue Sky ones. I've tried all those ones. I don't know what it is. It's just the ease of simplicity for me is just going back to X.
Yeah, because there's porn on it. Duh.
Well, no, I don't see that because my algorithms don't provide that to me, right?
You're a liar. You follow
He's
one
got
wrestling
search
fan,
bar.
you're seeing titties on the timeline.
I'll show you my timeline right now, brother.
Calling it
Watch, like all of a sudden I have like a shit ton of them because you keep sending
I'm
them
just gonna
to me.
retweet stuff tonight.
It's just Wrestle Addict Twitter at this point.
You
Oh
Yeah.
my god! Remember
Oh,
Wrestle
yeah.
Addict Twitter? Remember, Paul. Remember when you were reading fan fiction on the show about
Oh, yeah.
Ambrose and Reigns?
Oh yeah,
Man,
yeah.
I missed that.
We did some dumb stuff.
Yeah, we definitely did. We were young. No, we weren't that young. We started when I was 27. So we weren't that young at
Yeah,
all.
I was fucking mid-30s when we started. Now I'm mid-40s.
That was
Still handsome as ever. Beard still tight.
Yeah, you look like you haven't
Thank
even
you,
aged a
sir.
fucking bit.
Oh, moisturize.
Oh shit! What do you use?
Thank you.
Moisturize, and because I have an unfortunate hairline, just keep the hair short at all
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, I do too, except it's in the back, so that's why I have to always shave.
Oh, you got the Cena.
I do, yeah. I got the Cena.
Got the.
I'm not ashamed by it. It is what it is. I just
And
shave.
we don't have the money to do the Cena and get it fit. So
I don't
If you
want
find
to.
a turkey, you could for like
So-
$3,000.
The thing for me is I don't want to, because when I grow the hair back, I look a lot younger. And the thing is, in my business, I have to have people take me seriously, and I'm a lot more intimidating when I have the shaved head
You
and the
are.
beard.
Do you
People
cut
take me a lot-
Revo promos on them?
You've seen my Revo promos.
I know they're amazing. That's what I'm saying.
Deadly, man.
Yeah. And no, I don't. If I
Find
did, then if I did,
find
then-
them. Oh, God. Jesus. Sign the fucking paper. Jesus.
Get the contract, do it now. But no, that's kind of why I always shave. And people like there's so many people that do the bald jokes and everything. And I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Dude,
I'm comfortable
you
myself.
have
I
a
can do
good
it.
shaped head.
But
So-
dude, but what kills me the most is that you see people who like take a joke that you think would be innocent. Dude, there's so many sensitive individuals out there nowadays. It's so hilarious, and it kind of coincides with wrestling. Heaven forbid you have opinion against someone else's that's not your own. Oh my god! Like
Dude.
I've at this point I've had a few times where I fall with people on this because I'm like I'm tired of seeing the same shit. It's
yo,
ridiculous.
we thought the IWC was bad when we were doing it.
Oh,
And
fuck.
TNA
Yeah.
was the number 2 company when we were doing it. They were
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
we were drawing more people on YouTube.
It's
Oh, look,
True.
hold on. I have a visitor. Look, here we go. Here's my oldest.
Oh,
Hey, Disney Princess number 1.
it is really weird.
night.
It's really weird to have you hug her and have my face.
She
in the
came
back
out of your
doing
eye.
it.
Wait, pause. Pause.
That's the weirdest shit ever.
Hey, we just did it. We just talked about Zach Morris earlier. Timeout. Let's fucking restart here.
rewind.
I gotta change your face now.
No, what you were saying, no, it's
It's like it's now it's like so much tribalism, man. It's fucking
yeah.
crazy. Like I joke around, but like if it's good, I'll watch it. You know what I mean? But-
For me, it kills me. I'm like, listen, instead of like focusing on independent companies, just focus on it as the whole business. It's fucking thriving right now.
Yeah,
Shouldn't that be a good thing? Like,
yeah. Three televised companies and a ton of indies. A ton of great indies, as a matter of fact.
I can't say anything really draws me in though, like it used to, man. Like when we used to
Yeah.
do the show, I was used to be fucking hyped to get off and watch more wrestling. You know what I mean? And now it's like, oh shit, the Phillies aren't on. I guess I'll turn on Raw on Netflix.
for
What
me,
the
I'm not
fuck?
I'm not a sports guy, so I don't watch sports. Like wrestling is really the only sportish thing that I watch. I'm
Same.
happy when I miss the live event, so I can go back on Netflix and just fast forward everything. To be fair, the one thing that I always watch is, and because I went to high school with him and I was friends with him, is Karrion Kross. He's
Yeah,
one
it's
of
your
my
boy.
buddies. So like I watch his stuff. I'm super happy to see how like attention he's getting now. That's the only thing I really watch. But everything else,
blown
I'm
up,
just
dude.
fast forward.
The documentary they put out
I haven't watched it yet.
was really, really awesome.
Hmm.
Not much of a WWE guy anymore, but that made me perk up. That was good.
I just liked his interview with Chris Van Vliet. That was a good one.
I love his Jesse Ventura.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he said, "I ain't got time to bleed," that was awesome.
That's fucking great, dude. That was great.
No, he's always been doing them. Even
You know-
in high school, he's been doing them.
You know what's funny? Is I don't watch wrestling, but I'll listen to Van Fleet and I'll watch all the docu-series and I'll watch,
Yeah.
but I won't watch their fucking show. I don't think I've watched SmackDown in like 6 years.
Oh my
Me
god, I watched last week's episode. I was like, I fucking wasted 3 hours of my life. It literally took me back years to wrestling. I'm like,
It's 3 hours.
Um, by the way, Frets, we made that mask logo and then Phoenix bought the mask to match the Wrestle Addict logo, if it makes sense.
Custom made.
Yeah, it was custom made before tariffs.
Yeah. From a company called eLucha in El Salvador.
El Salvador,
Yeah.
La
Before
Hacienda
before they sucked.
party. Wait, who sucks? El Salvador?
Yeah.
What am I missing in the world news?
Yeah, don't.
Look it up later. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, look it
Phoenix,
up.
are you on a casting couch?
Nice futon.
Oh,
Just
it's
waiting
like
for
leather.
him to walk
Cool.
down that steps and give you the best 30 minutes of your life.
Who's next?
My girlfriend is right up there.
Luchador takes Rana. That'd be the name of it.
Remember the picture of Phoenix and Roman Reigns?
Yeah, back when I had my Ray Ray mask.
I'm looking for a new background because I'm fucking disturbed. Give me a minute.
Yeah, please.
I still got
I kinda
that.
want-
Got that other.
It's so weird
other,
having the one eye looking at me.
I
I
feel
got
like
that
you
other
brought out a
last-
slideshow of all the
one
old
with,
pictures now.
with Big Bill and Enzo.
Nah. Oh man,
Big
I don't even
Bill.
remember when the last wrestling show I've been to. I think it was All In with Ant, with Brant with Ant. It was the last wrestling.
When we were on Media Row for the first All In.
Yep.
That shit was
That was
tight.
shit.
I was just
That was
watching
awesome.
the MJF interview the other day,
Yeah.
and how
I
he
was-
like winked at us when he walked away.
Yeah, he was such a dick, and then he winked at us because I was giving it right back to him the whole time.
You were like going blow for blow. It was great.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, you're gonna go sit with these fucking nerds who are gonna stumble and fanboy and mark out over you. I'm gonna fucking give it back to you, buddy.
You were one of the few who can, man.
Well, you just have to be quick witted and half stupid, and I'm both. So there you go.
And I'm pretty sure he loved that.
No, he was cool. We got, and then, dude, that was such a shit show. Starcast didn't give us any fucking interviews. Remember they were supposed to, G? And I said, fuck it, we're walking around and getting them.
Yeah, no, we were supposed. Well, even before the event, we were
Yes,
supposed
pal.
to get Eric Bischoff. No showed us. We
Yep.
were sitting there waiting for him.
Yeah,
and
he's
he
too
never showed.
busy shooting fucking promos with Hulk Hogan, fucking scumbag.
Yeah.
Nobody wants your fucking wrestling company. Nobody wants your shit beer. I'd rather drink fucking piss,
Word.
brother.
Yeah.
I
hate
didn't
that
watch
guy.
the thing, but like when I saw clips of it, I'm just like, when are they going to bring in the walkers?
Well, the
Yeah.
oxygen tank was
I'm
hidden.
like-
That's why it was black and white because it
Literally
blended
what
with
it
the
looked like.
shadow.
Wow.
I'm like, oh god, guys, move on, please.
I love that he gets booed every time they come back, and then they trot him the fuck back out there. Like our opinions are going to change.
No, hell no. We
I
know the
love it.
truth now.
I love it, bro. It's the best. When he got fucking booed out of the stadium, he couldn't even get a word in.
I
Oh,
fucking love
I
it.
love that.
the best. I need to find a good background.
I got more pictures.
I just don't want anything too offensive, you know.
hmm But what's it called?
Yeah, don't
Last
get me
wrestling, last wrestling show I was at was actually AEW Dynasty in April.
Oh shit,
We-
you went to that?
Yeah. My girlfriend got us decent seats, and we were like one section over from the announce table and about like 7 rows back. So we had a good view of the ring. Saw that moment where Swerve did that flip over the ladder and then hit Mox. That was pretty cool. Seeing Mox and Swerve fight.
Yeah, you
Like,
said you
right
shared some
there.
images on the Discord on those. That's pretty cool.
Do you guys see my casting couch? I got two. If you know that couch, you know. Usually there's 6 strong black men behind that couch.
Oh, the meme is good. The meme is strong. Love it.
Yeah, that's my back. I'm with you. That's solidarity right there, Phoenix. You want to be in the fucking adult industry? I'm joining. Only
Wait.
ants.
Wait. Hang
Oh
on,
my
hang
god, you got that. If your pillows were the color of Oni's walls, we'd be twins.
on. It's right there.
Oni, they
Fucking-
used to have those color walls in Middle Township in detention just because it would drive the kids crazy. I don't know how to fucking do it, bro.
We're in between houses, but yeah, this room the ceiling's also sparkly. I don't know if you can see it, but
Oh my
Holy
god.
Nice.
Fuck, bro. Are you in Saturday Night Fever? The fuck are you doing?
free rooms, free
Get a
rooms.
Get a
mirror
white suit.
installed on that one.
Let me see the closet. Is there a white suit in there? I saw free feet pics on Wrestle Addict Reunion here.
You're welcome, guys. Getting the goods. But for my last wrestling show was actually Tournament of Survival last June. Abdullah the Butcher ran over my foot driving a scooter, so that was fun.
Damn.
Did you sue him
Where-
and make a big deal about it when he hit the
He has
guardrail
no
by
money.
accident?
And then post it on social media.
Yeah,
He has
that
no
you
money.
fell.
He was selling like $70 forks. So that was where he's at in life.
Carney on the Carney.
I ate chicken with this last night and then stabbed someone in the fucking cranium. Here, $70.
I'm regretting not going to Collision last week because it was in Atlantic City, but going to Tournament
My
of
girlfriend-
Survival.
Wait,
My girlfriend was
Collision
actually
in Atlantic City?
Yeah, it was a boardwalk call. My girlfriend got VIP there. She what's it called? Met Mark Sterling, Anthony Bowens, and what's
his new
Kevin
band,
Knight.
like the Mr.
Kevin Knight.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm 5 minutes away from AC. I didn't even know wrestling was here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
regret that.
Thank you.
Yo,
Thanks,
they're
Joe.
coming. They're coming to the 23. They're coming to the 2300 at the end of July
The
or
old
August. I think.
CZW Arena.
See, this is smart though that they're running smaller venues because
Yeah,
like
Exactly.
the venue they ran in Boston like 3 weeks ago was the coolest fucking venue ever. And like run 3,000 seats, fill it with 3,000 people that really want to fucking be there.
you were like 10 feet from outside.
You're not going
like,
to compete with WWE. They had
Yeah.
a 30-year fucking head start.
Yeah.
They're publicly traded. It's just not going to, it's people just know WWE. Like that's just what they know. You can't get
It's
people
funny.
to change that much. Like, I'm
I'll
sorry.
be right back.
I was gonna say, it's funny that you say about running smaller venues. I was at Wembley for All In last year, and it's insane to see that amount of people
Yeah.
there. And then the week after, I was like, man, you've got half an arena. Like, why is that? Like,
Their
stop running
pay-per-views
huge
are so
venues.
fucking good. Like, we could talk wrestling because it's Wrestle Addict, right?
Yeah.
Their pay-per-views are so fucking good. Like, I will watch a pay-per-view. I won't watch any weekly television show because I do think their storytelling's fucking all over the place a little bit. Like, they have good long-term storytelling, like with the Bucks and Hangman and all that, but it's like they make you try to forget that happened and then they bring it back to that, and it's like, just tell the fucking cohesive story. Don't take me on 15 different stories because then I forgot what story I want to see. Like the Death Riders, what the fuck is it? What is it?
Yeah.
Because it was
Yeah.
really cool. Are you trying to do the
Yeah,
NWO?
this-
Because that's what I thought.
this
That's what I
6
thought.
months of Death Riders has been a slog. Like
A little bit.
it was time for Swerve to win the belt
Yep.
back. And like most things with that company, AEW is the only one that I'll watch every week.
Mhm.
And yet they're just always, their timing is always just off.
Yeah. I mean, they may be a little bit scatterbrained all over the place in certain regards as far as their creative goes, but their wrestling is still, in my opinion, still top notch.
Oh, it is.
Yup.
I mean, they tell their stories in the ring, which is fine. But if you really want to attract people, you have people are there for the drama. Like I am watching WWE's clips. I'm not watching it live, but I'm watching their clips on Twitter because I want to see what happens with Heyman, Punk, Rollins, Reigns. I'm invested in that story because it's 3 people that I have, I like. It's 3 people that you told me their backstory. They're linked together through the Shield. Like it is very much a cohesive story that's been a span over 10 years. But they touch on that. I feel like AEW expects you to fucking remember it. But the problem is if you have new fans, they don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's and Tony Khan, bless him, like he created a second company. He brought my favorite wrestler back, right? If it wasn't for him, Punk probably wouldn't be back anywhere wrestling, right? Here's my thing, though. He treats it like kids with action figures. Like he books it like I booked my action figures when I was 12. It's all over the place, man. And then guess what? I got a new toy. All right, Jamie Hayter, go sit down for a year.
Yeah. People though, they see all the stars that they want out there, and they are fans of them regardless of which promotion they're actually in. And those guys will follow that superstar just basically anywhere they go. Like I don't watch WWE anymore. I watch clips here and there on YouTube, but aside from that, the only story that I was at all invested with was when Cody was fighting Roman before last year's WrestleMania. Leading up to that, I actually watched both main events, both nights, just to see what would happen and how it would go down. I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't know how it was going to happen. I was looking forward to that. That's what I was looking forward to. Aside from that,
it's
couldn't
excitement.
give a rat's ass.
But
Yeah.
everybody in the chat saying what I'm saying too. Like you have to be a 5-star booker and watch every show and just it's too much to consume. While WWE, what I hate about them is they're going to give you the same match 4 times.
Yeah.
But then at least you know that these guys have a fucking rivalry. Like
Yeah.
you know, it's
Yeah.
I mean, I think wrestling might be more profitable than ever.
Yeah.
I don't think it's close to being the best it's ever been, like at all.
No, not it. I know this is a dead horse to beat, but everybody keeps saying it's not going to be as big as it was in the Attitude Era, and then they're probably right as far as like mainstream attention. But as far which is the thing that kind of pisses me off about WWE when they try to bring in like outside stars like influencers and stuff to try to get like people's attention. It's like, hey, here's this person on TikTok or YouTube or Twitter or whatever.
I get that, but
the matches.
2 of the influencers they brought in to wrestle,
Yeah,
and one's not even an influencer. It's the biggest music star in fucking the world, Bad Bunny.
fucking love what he
fucking
did.
wrestle, and I hate this motherfucker so much, and I hate to say it. Logan Paul is pretty darn good for fucking being in it for 3 years.
But
He's Shane McMahon good. You know when Shane was on back in the day,
Yeah.
when he could go.
Yeah,
But like
he's a
Logan could
piece
go
of shit.
too. Yeah,
But the
It's
biggest,
hard to say anything nice.
shit. Thank you.
the biggest thing though in wrestling is as long as the audience gives you a reaction, that's
Yep.
when you know you're something. With them giving them such a negative reaction, you guys reacting the way that you're reacting was the reason why he's allowed to come back continuously. When you have dead silence, that's when you identify, okay, this guy
He
is
also
not
runs
really
the biggest
working.
podcast in the world.
No, true. I get that.
Yeah.
But
He
I'm just
owns
saying, like,
Prime. Like he's going to be there regardless of reaction because people are going to tune in to see him. As much as we don't want to admit it, the 14, 15-year-old people want to see him wrestle.
Yep.
Yeah, he could
And
come out to
that's
dead
another reason why they're like
silence,
bringing all these like
and
stars and
he's still
influencers,
going to
right?
collect the biggest paycheck.
Yep. He's going to get
Yeah.
his paycheck. I mean, I agree with you with reactions, but like if that's the case, like then what the fuck do you do to Wyatt 6? Because like everyone was into it. Uncle Howdy was also.
Yeah.
And then you started fucking with his mask. You started fucking with his hair. And it's like, what him coming back and leaving dead bodies in the back, right? And like strolling out there with the long dreads. Like I was like, holy shit, like this is one of the coolest fucking moments I've ever seen. And then they fumbled it. Like they just don't know what to do with people. And I hope they don't do it to Cross because Cross got himself over. And I feel like they're gonna fumble it because they don't know what to do with talent.
Every
So,
few
Greg-
years, you get a new star that grows organically, and I'm hoping that he's one of them. Like the same thing with LA Knight. They did finally give him the ball to run with, but like you six
Well,
or one
first
half
he had to
dozen
run
years-
back to the early 2000s and get the ball from Stone Cold and The Rock, then put the ball together and create his
Yes!
image, and then fucking run forward. I can't stand LA Knight because I don't think it's original.
Real quick.
And plus, he's like my age now. So
Yeah,
to
sure.
give him
Yeah, he
the
is up
ball
there,
when he's, when he's early 40s.
G, go ahead, man.
ahead,
G, go.
No, Greg's gonna have to leave here in a little bit, so I just wanted to make sure we say goodbye. And
Hey, yo, Big Craig.
Hey yo, Big
Yeah.
Love you, handsome.
It was good
Well,
seeing you.
It's good seeing
Good,
you.
man.
Get some
Good
sleep.
seeing you too.
Said no below.
We'll catch up soon. Do this again, and
We'll do
10
it
years.
again. See
We'll
you
catch up
15,
soon.
buddy.
get up soon, man. Thanks for coming.
Have a good one,
See
buddy.
you guys later.
It's coming out of your check, you fucking mark.
Speaking of the Good Brothers, after we get off here, they're doing a Patreon stream, boozing with the boys, and
How are they doing it? Carl Anderson's been sober for like.
he's drinking non-alcoholic beer.
Oh,
Yeah,
like Mox.
I don't know why I still love those guys, but I do.
No, listen, dude, they're funny as shit. Talking shop with when they did it with Jericho, though, it was a different level of funny
Yeah,
because I feel like Anderson and Gallows are great at making you laugh, but they're not great at guiding a show. And
Yeah.
at least Jericho would guide the show, even though it went off for like 3 hours, but he would bring it back. They need that. You know what I mean? I don't think they never used to listen to Rocky. They just tell him fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they needed that street man. Or
Yeah.
streeter man.
Yeah.
Then he stopped doing it because he had a January 6th to attend.
Oh,
So,
Speaking of people they fumbled over there in WWE, free my boy Shinsuke, please.
yes.
I heard he's going to resign again. That's a rumor.
Yeah, he's
He just wants to surf in Cali and smoke
Yeah,
weed, bro.
man.
Leave him alone.
I mean, he's getting paid like what, 6 figures?
What is he, 50?
What?
I just
No.
want to see him and old man Tanahashi have one more bad knee match. You know,
Dude, how about New Japan's
Bad
fucking
name.
mass exodus?
They got nothing.
Yeah, man, it's incredible. Naito just left, Bushi left, Okada's in AEW. I don't know who else is. Will Ospreay left.
Ospreay, Omega, the Bucks. Like, you got
Jeff
to think,
Cobb,
it's only 5 years since AEW started, 6 years, right? But, like,
Yeah.
they lost all of their top guys from 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you did have an organization that was able to provide them a nice, pretty penny.
Mhm.
Yeah. That helped.
They introduced them to the North American market or the American market, right? So,
True.
Oh, they just got pillaged by both companies.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing Vince did to the territories back in the day. So it's nothing new under the sun.
No, they just
And-
had someone
and
to
it's-
bid against. You know what I
And
mean?
it's the
Yeah.
same thing that WWE is doing now. You know, they just got AAA.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, they-
unfortunate too because New Japan, when we were doing this back then, was awesome.
It was the best.
During the glory days of the Bullet Club.
Yeah,
It was the best, dude.
I never watched in Japan. I never had time
Yeah,
to.
me neither.
Who are you, MJF?
it was just a whole
It doesn't fucking matter.
like we would do those shows and just G1, Wrestle Kingdom, we would just preview all those things. It was now it's just like I haven't watched it in a while. I think I watched the G1 last year. Other than that,
So there was a time I was excited about wrestling again when Phil called me and said, "Hey, you want to do Elite POV?" When we started doing the All Elite Wrestling podcast, I was really into it. And then Punk came back, and then Danielson showed up, and then you know what I mean, like, and then Adam Cole showed up, and it was so exciting.
Yep.
And it just, I don't know what happened in that year, but it went from being like, oh my god, this company's like the hottest thing I've ever seen to what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Wow, you just put exciting and Adam Cole in the same sentence.
who?
I saw
Adam
his match.
Cole and exciting. Same sentence.
match-
How the fuck?
His match with Daniel Garcia was a good one. I saw it live. It was good. Just saying.
I'm on the same boat with you
Thank
because
you, Daniel Garcia, for carrying.
That's because you were on Elite POV for 2 weeks.
for 2
Uh,
but no, just in general, like, because I got introduced to AEW through one of my community members, one of my mods. He's like, hey, listen, I'll stream some of these shows for you because at the time we weren't getting them here in Canada, so he could only stream them from American broadcast. So I was watching it. I'm like, okay, this actually kind of drove the fire a little bit. I started watching AEW a little bit. I can't remember exactly the timeline for it. It was just, I think, like a year after COVID or something is when I started kind of getting into it. And I was like, this is refreshing. It's nice. It's so cool. Like the way that they're running matches, the way they're running character development, everything. And it kind of got me back to watching that, a little bit of WWE. And since that time, it's kind of shifted a bit just because for AEW, I've noticed a trend of just like high spot, high spot, high spot, high spot, high spot. And it does make for fun watching. It's nice. But you lose, and again, this is a mentality from somebody who's also trained in it. Like you lose the storytelling in the match. It's if I see like 70 super kicks in one match, and somebody doing their finishing move 25 fucking times and kicking out, that's not a finishing move. It's a nice supplemental move. So it just kind of eventually got to a point where I'm like it just feels like it's the same thing over and over again. There are the few who do some really great matches. I'm not like Daniel Garcia. I love the intensity. I love his matches. I love how he handles himself. But then when I went back to WWE and I'm seeing kind of how they progress a story in a match, don't get me wrong, you still have a throwaway matches. It happens in every fucking show.
There's no music between notes is a great way to say it, Mance.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
music between notes.
No music between. It's just like note. It's like, okay, cool. When's the next match? Oh, same
Well,
thing. Cool. All right.
I was thinking about the timeline as you were talking, and I hate to say it, the timeline of it falling back and falling off for me is after Cody left,
Yeah.
which is crazy to think. Yeah, because Punk was
And he
there.
had
They
so
were all
much
there.
momentum, man.
Cody had that banger with Sammy Guevara, and then
Yep.
Yes.
he
The
left
ladder
in-
match.
He left in
Well,
February.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
ladder match was the shit.
That was great.
And then
what,
by
they
that
were-
September, Punk was punching people in the fucking face.
Because what they were
Well,
supposed
no,
to
by
give,
May he was punching people.
because they were supposed to give Punk like the Saturday show basically.
Collision.
Yep.
Yeah, like he was supposed to like have a hand in booking it and all that. So yeah, like when it fell off the rails,
But
You know.
but
Yeah.
that
That's
that
why.
right there showed the lack of direction, lack of authority in the back. And
No
that's
one
a thing-
fears Tony Khan.
but that's a thing, right? Like you have to have some type of authority
Yeah.
back there to be able to say, "Hey, stop this shit. This is what's happening." And I feel with AEW, it's just kind of like, I'm so excited to have you hug me. It's like, what
Yeah.
the fuck are you on?
Well,
When it's time to be a boss, can he be a boss? Because
No,
he had to put
he'll just
Danielson.
spam like emotes on his face. Like it's
He put
fucking ridiculous.
Danielson in charge of the committee. Like,
I think there's a lot of misconceptions. There's truth and there's a lot of rumor that goes around with AEW. I really truly think they get a little bit of unfair criticism. They have a lot to work on. I think they've been working on their best shit the last year. And it took a while to
Minus the Death Riders, but yeah,
Death Riders are-
I don't hate the Death Riders as much as Judgment
a
Day
lot of people.
because I don't know
Yeah.
what the Judgment Day is.
Oh,
But
they have Dom, and Dom is the most charismatic character on
I
WWE.
hate that
I
kid.
fucking hate. I fucking
You
hate it.
hate
and I'm like,
Dom?
no,
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't. Go
I
ahead.
fucking hate the fact that he has had this the massive booing. I loved it.
he's
And then all of a
baby
sudden
face.
it just shifted to cheering, and I'm like, I hate
Bro,
this, but I love this.
He's Rey Mysterio's son, trying to look like his real dad, Eddie Guerrero,
I love him.
dating Liv Morgan on television after dumping Rhea Ripley. The dude is a G, and he went to prison.
I
then
think
you-
going back to the Death Riders. So I think with the Death Riders, I think the title should be off Mox now. They're waiting for Ospreay, and I'm happy about that. Ospreay gets the title. I'm cool with that. But I don't know. For me, I used to be such a big WWE guy, and the reason why I left wrestling podcasting because I was faking my love for WWE on Rant with Ant, and Ant and I had this
Whose
conversation.
bird was that?
What's that?
I heard a bird.
There's a wild pussy involved here. What was it?
Oh, yeah.
I think Phoenix. Oh, that's his cat. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Go ahead. Yeah. So
That
yeah,
looked dirty.
that's true. We had that discussion about faking it, and same reason I left. You don't
Yeah,
want-
it was hard to get, and like
Yeah,
I
forget
want to like WWE now, and this is going to be weird for me because I make film and people consider that Hollywood. I guess it's just way too Hollywood for me, and I could care less about half their roster. And I try and I try and I try because it's interesting to talk about that kind of stuff with people. They're like, "Oh yeah, did you watch Raw the other night?" I have a friend named Mike Otsko, and he's like always just enjoying what he's seeing. I'm like, I can't get into it.
Me neither.
I don't know how
love
people
it.
could just sit there and watch the whole show and go, I thoroughly enjoy this whole fucking match.
But you want to know why? Is because he's probably looking at it from just a viewer's point of view. I think the biggest issue in the wrestling world today is everyone's looking at it in a critique point of view. There's no fans anymore.
But anything I like, and you're not a sports fan, so I can't say like you can relate to this. I love the Eagles. Paul loves the Bills. Right? That's our team, right? We love watching them. But if you're fucking up and it's a bad product, I'm going to be pissed off. Like you watch because you love it.
Yeah.
If I love a show, Game of Thrones is the worst ending of television ever, and it was my favorite show of all time.
It's questionable, but
I
the
think
books aren't
was
even
hard.
done yet.
fans in
Brand
general,
the Broken, he's sitting on the throne.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I know.
I think wrestling fans in general, like the
He's signed with
casual
TNA,
fan,
by the way. Brand the Broken.
he just resigned. Yeah, I just got the text. But no, for me, I think the wrestling fandom, like us, we're gonna look at it with the critique of like, what are they doing behind the scenes? I wish I could be one of those casuals that can just sit there and watch. But like when I watch AEW, that's for me. I sit there and I don't really critique it because like it gets tiring. Because there's stuff on AEW in the last couple of years I'm like, I wasn't a fan of the whole real AEW champion Punk thing. I was like, I don't understand that. I mean, I know what they were trying to do.
That was stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of like how that all went down too, and that's a whole nother thing I could rant on. And I think everyone should kind of know what side I'm on that one. But in the end, it was handled bad by everybody, just like Jim Ross said the other day. And
Nice.
I just wish that didn't happen, because yes, I remember that night when Punk came back. I texted Hant. I'm like, dude, this is the craziest thing. And I remember I just quit my job at the time and started my job at Twitch. And it was just a really great night. And then that was all taken away because of a stupid rumor. And there was no backstage environment to where that could have been squashed. It should have been squashed. And that's the main thing for me with Tony Khan. And I love that. I wish I could meet the guy, because I feel like him and I are the same person.
No.
We
Absolutely not. I could not sit in a room with him for 5 minutes. You're fucking out of your mind. I would smack the curls off his head. Get out of here.
No,
Nope.
our love for wrestling is
Okay.
what I mean.
That's fair. That's fair. I can't stand that motherfucker. He
I think
screams
he's
too much.
a nice dude, and I like that he cares for his people. But there is that whole: is he the kind of person that would lay down the law? They definitely need that person. I feel like their backstage environment's probably much chiller now.
I think they learned from their mistake.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I think they
I
learned.
hope.
That's why Danielson's in charge of the committee, right? Because Danielson has the respect of the locker room.
Mhm.
As much as people said, "Oh, people feared Vince," no, people feared Taker.
Yes, they
You know what I
did.
mean? That was
And he
your
lost
that
it.
was
The
your
bullshit
judge and
crew.
your juror was the Undertaker. And AEW wanted to have that indie feel, which is fine, where everyone's buddy. But man, we've all been to indie shows, and I've been friends with indie wrestlers. That's the messiest locker rooms, man.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're the messiest. They're talking like nothing stays in that locker room. You know what I mean?
No.
And that's the problem. You're running now a $1 billion company.
Yeah.
You need structure. And I give Tony Khan a lot of credit because I love his passion. I just I wish he would stop doing media scrums for one. I think they're just
His media scrum
bullshit
got
show.
a lot better than the beginning.
Because it was like 6 hours, and it's like, bro, I know you did coke, but I didn't.
They've
I
cut
need to go to
out
sleep.
Renee Hope now, and she
Good.
kind of fields the questions and everything. And I feel
Renee's
like,
an absolute pro.
yeah, she's awesome, and I feel like the creative has gotten a lot better too, just kind of tighter. Yeah, I get it. They bring people in and bring people out a lot, but
Yeah.
the women's wrestling
Well,
has been great too.
The problem is they let these fucking people, dictate. Miro dictated if he won or lost. No, that's bullshit. You have a fucking contract. Get out there and eat the pin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Aleister Black now. And I love Tommy End, right? Like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Great wrestler.
I'll be fucking Ed.
Brother, you were NXT champion. You weren't nothing in WWE. What makes you come here and thinks you're going to dictate your creative? Like, you sign a contract, you do the job, whether it's good or bad. And that's one thing I could say about the Bucks and Hangman and all that. They'll always do the fucking job.
Yep.
They'll do the job, and that goes a long way. But you're bringing in people from a company where they didn't have any say, and you're giving them all the say. Of course, they're going to want to protect their character.
And I feel like now
The hot topic is: does Mercedes have creative control? Probably.
But I don't think she's like those two guys, especially Miro. Miro, for all the cool moments he's had and how funny he can be, and and his Redeemer character was cool. You're not on the level of some of these other guys that deserve that kind of creative control. But I don't know. I think Mercedes cares about the locker room, cares about who she does the
As
work.
long as they stand 10 feet from her when they take pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, that still irks the shit out of me. I'm still not a fan of hers personally just because of that.
I think in the ring she's great, but
I'll say this, and I know I'll get a heat for this. I think she's overrated.
I think she's great in the ring. I don't think she's better than Io Sky.
No.
Yeah.
I don't. I think she was the top, and then AEW came along, and then they started bringing girls over from Japan, and you're noticing like, oh shit, like Stephanie Vacour, fucking Julia. Like I think they're better than Mercedes, both of them. I think Rhea Ripley's better than Mercedes. I think Jamie Hayter's better than Mercedes.
Love her too.
Mercedes doesn't
Tony Storm
do
is
anything
better
right now.
than
Tony Storm's character work is second to fucking none.
She's done a great job.
Absolutely.
She's done a great job.
She's the
But
best
I think that's also something that I to also make note here is that I think the reason why many talents have been given their creative freedom for their character is because that's actually how you find a way how you stand out. And Tony stands out perfectly. For Rusev, I get what you guys are saying. Like, hey, listen, you came from this big company, you didn't have a lot of say there. Even for Malachi Black, didn't have a lot of say there. But the thing is that when you allow creative for talent that has an idea and an image of what they want to do, and they're given an opportunity to see if that can connect with the audience, I think that works really well.
Yeah, but we're talking about two different things. So that's creative, where you get to dictate your character, which Ricky just said in the chat. Creative is a collaboration, not a dictation, right? And that makes total sense. Like you're saying, 100%, I agree. You shouldn't give them a stupid name, a stupid gimmick. Let people be there. I'm saying if they can say, I'm not losing tonight, that's a fucking problem.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Yes. I misunderstood that.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah, like
Yeah, no.
the Hogan and Nash treatment.
Yeah.
Why did Goldberg lose? Because Nash had creative control.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's what happens when you fucking give wrestlers are egomaniacs.
Oh yes.
Like
They all want to be world champion.
Exactly. They're all the best. They're all, even though you're on WWE speed, you're going to be WWE champion one day. Okay.
Sure.
I'm sure. But then, then there's guys like I'm a big fan of what Mustafa Ali did, how he left and did the whole indie tour.
Yep.
And I think that in the sense of wrestling, TNA even is better than it's ever been.
Yep.
It's coming back.
AEW is a great place to go. You have MLW, you have all these other indies where people can go make money.
DPW.
GCW. And I think that, when creative control comes into play or people are mistreated and they can go and find their own character as Mustafa Ali did, as much as I'm not a huge fan, Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona. Yeah.
That run he had, the death match.
He was doing death matches, bro. The woo-woo guys fucking hitting people with light bulbs. Like,
him versus Nick Gage was amazing.
That is what I'm saying, though, is like wrestling's in a great spot there because it's profitable and it's popular. It's not the best stuff on TV right now, but there's so much out there to consume. You'll find something like these. I mean, I know I'm the CM Punk guy and not everyone likes him, and that's fine. To me, he's captivating TV just because he's the one that brought me back into wrestling. Just like I know Moxley's title reign blows, but John Moxley's my fucking guy. You know what I mean? He's been my guy. He'll always be my guy. And that's it. I can sit there. I'm not going to wear rose-colored glasses and say this is the best title reign. It's ass. It's terrible. Drop the belt. Do something else. But it's the business is fruitful right now. And, now AAA is bought by WWE. That's going to create more jobs over there unless they close it up. If they run it as AAA, you could see a lot of talent go over there and get experience. But it sounds like they're probably going to close it.
No, they're going to close. It's Conan ruined that company forever.
Oh, you mean Conan, the one who thought he was bigger than Rey Mysterio? Conan?
Seriously? Man.
Oh, yeah.
Him and his comes around shit. I hate it. It's so stupid.
But if he DMs you to listen to his podcast, will you?
No.
Do you remember he used to do that?
Yeah. No, fuck that guy forever.
Shit,
Yeah.
WWE,
Bob.
like,
What was his last name?
we have Del Rio under contract now.
Fuck Del Rio.
Yeah.
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 He's an alumni in their site again, which is like really.
That's all I need to know about the company. So,
Yeah.
It's just I don't feel like it's as fun as it used to be, and maybe it's the tribalism. I'm enjoying it more now that I don't follow many wrestling accounts anywhere. I'll enjoy clips, and I'll enjoy them from both companies. Like that Fletcher Ospreay fucking cage match was unfucking believable, man. I think Fletch is like the next. he's next Osprey. Honestly, I think that's how. I think the sky's the limit for him.
But that coincides with what I said earlier, though, is that when you look at it from a fan's point of view, not like deep diving into the dirt sheets and behind the scene and everything.
That's why I stopped reading the dirt sheets or listening to those stuff.
You know, we'll never look at it like that because we were diehards. That's the problem.
No.
I can't casually watch. I have to watch, and if I don't enjoy it, I say fuck it and shut it off. You know,
no, you're allowed to still do that as a casual fan. Like I've completely changed my mindset. That's why I don't follow any of the dirt sheets. Chris Van Fleet, I watch his stuff because I like hearing the behind the scenes stuff.
He doesn't do anything out of that bullshit.
With the dirt sheets, all that shit, all the little like, oh, this is happening backstage. Go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit. I just want to know what's happening on my TV, and I'm enjoying it. I enjoy it. If I don't, then fucking I'm.
Well, you know what's funny?
Guy or something.
It's like AEW took a lot of heat for what Punk did, and Punk took a lot of heat for what he did from both sides, and whatever. Dude, that was the fucking norm back in the day. That was nothing. What he did to Jack Perry was fucking subtle. Like
it was Monday.
It was, dude.
He didn't do anything really.
I mean, the only thing that I had a problem with that whole thing was
them airing it.
No, I didn't care about that. I thought
that was stupid.
No,
I thought it was hilarious. Like,
yeah, but if you put Punk's audio with it from his interview the week before, it matches up.
I look at it like this. I saw one guy bully another kid that probably couldn't handle his shit, but there was one side to that story. That's just me. I saw it with my own eyes. I will stand by Jack Perry forever on that one. So
I'll knock his ass back to 90210.
I mean, he punched that kid in the face. He goes down. You know,
he didn't punch him though, and he could have. I mean, listen, we all saw Punk throw a punch in UFC. He ain't fucking doing anything. Even if he throws a punch.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, there was heat between them two. It shouldn't have happened that way. But that's like one dude was attacking the other guy.
You need leadership in the background.
Yeah.
Well, you don't think. So here's my opinion. You don't think
these are adults.
If you're backstage, and Punk is the guy that Tony Schiavone said, "Hey, can you go talk to Jack? He wants to use real glass." And then they do the spot, and you look in the camera and say, "It's real glass. Cry me a river." You don't think that instigates when you're already adrenaline ready for your match next?
I don't think the Punk should have went after the guy. I think they should have had words like adults, how they handle it.
Yeah,
and that's it.
But they're egomaniac wrestlers. It's different with like me and you. We have a discussion.
Yeah,
they're they're the toughest guys in the world in their mind.
Especially Punk, because he thinks very highly for himself.
Oh, God.
That ego is already high.
I'm a Punk fan. He's the biggest fucking hypocrite in the world.
Yeah.
There you go.
To be fair, during
I can't really agree with anything except his political views.
During that time, the person who took authority backstage was Samoa Joe, because he was the one that stepped in, grabbed him, and pulled him away. That was the individual.
That's who they need.
I like Joey. He's a good guy.
They need that kind of guy backstage to do that. Yeah. But the narrative is that AEW got too big too quick, is what I think happened.
Yes,
I agree. They thought Jericho sends out that stupid tweet when they beat Raw the 1 week. Like, brother.
But you know why, though? It was during a time when it was so...
But you can't say they're wrestlers, but then say that Jack Perry's a kid.
He's a kid in my mind because he's younger than me.
They all share the same ego.
The problem is it was at a time where fans were so hungry for something different, and they saw this company coming out with a lot of talents that they would have loved to seen in WWE, and they're all coming together in a different type of scenario, and it was different and new and everything. So that's why I feel they exploded, because they had the funding behind them to be able to provide a big value show and get the big value talents, and that's kind of why it exploded so quickly as it did. I just don't. My biggest thing is just being able to upkeep that momentum, right? That's the difficult part of it.
I agree with you, though. It's been good. The show's been good.
When AEW started, like, that was like dick deep into, just the Roman hate.
Oh God.
And it
always
was
stuck by my
same,
dude.
It was just the same show over and over and over again. So so that was another reason why it worked. And both companies making a dick ton of money. Mazel tov to them both.
You know what's funny though? 10 years ago, we all sat here, 9 years ago probably, and said, Roman Reigns has all the talent. All you need to do is let him do what The Rock did and turn heel. And it took them fucking 5 years to figure that out.
Thank you.
We tried to tell him.
Now that guy is a bona fide like main eventer. Nobody boos him. Everybody throws the fucking one up when he comes out. He's one of the best storytellers in wrestling inside the ring because he uses his vocals to tell a story as well as beating the shit out of somebody. Like, it's
also, does he have a full set of fake teeth? What the fuck is with those teeth?
Are insane, man.
Jesus
He looks
Christ.
like a fucking beaver.
He does.
Oh, yeah.
He does.
He looks like a fucking walking lighthouse.
veneers.
What the fuck is this?
I'll just say this: Roman Reigns is one of the best character workers there is.
Reigns is
Otherwise,
amazing.
I'm gonna just not say anything else about it.
I've been here since day
Thank you.
one and never jumped off the bandwagon, even when he was eating dog food.
I was there when
Oh
we
my
were
God,
all
okay.
cheering for him at Mania at 32 or 33 when he wrestled Taker. We were all cheering for him. Everyone was booing him. I had to.
Yeah,
I was throwing
we were-
remember I was throwing tissues out on our live stream to people.
Yeah,
we were ahead of the
I had
curve.
to keep Phil from fighting people.
Yeah, because Phil had the fucking vest on.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were ahead of the curve on Roman. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We really did call a lot of like the Bailey Sasha thing happened, and we're like, hey, they're going to be
Okay.
two of the biggest stars ever. I hate how they backseat Bailey all the time, personally,
Yeah.
because I think she's probably one of the best workers on the roster.
Mhm.
And she's very likable. I mean, take her overseas and listen to the chants.
Yeah.
But you know, I think that I don't know. That's the next big name I could see jump, if I'm being honest. Just
Totally.
because she's so close to Mercedes.
Agreed.
That's the
Maybe.
next big name. I don't think there's going to be like you're seeing a lot of mid carders jump, right? Like I love Penta. I've loved Penta since Lucha Underground. Penta's the fucking
Thank
man.
you.
And I'm so glad WWE's treating him like a star. Like,
Good.
AEW never gave him that solo run though, which even when Phoenix was hurt, it's like this dude is great as a single star. That's a TNT champion right
That
there.
was one of their faults, yeah, for dropping that ball.
He was the Impact World Champion. He could have done it.
He was, I mean, he carried two companies. He was kind of the face of Lucha Underground in season 2.
Yep.
And then he was the face of TNA. And
Yep.
people were watching TNA. They never sold replica masks. I was just about to say that. They didn't market him as
Missed opportunity, man.
the star. Listen, but they have the roster so deep, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have a very
Yeah.
large roster. That's the other issue too, right? Like when you have so,
Not much
so many.
anymore.
I again, I don't. I actually
It's
watch. So I
big because they don't release people like assholes.
Yeah.
True.
Uh,
Oh, we just
then
came
when
off
they
WrestleMania.
do-
8 of you are fired.
And then when
Yeah,
they do,
really.
everyone acts like it's the end of the world. Like when you look at regular sports, people get cut all the time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sure.
You know, contracts are not renewed. Like
Yep.
you don't keep people on your team for 20 years. Doesn't happen.
Also, can we please stop
There
fucking
needs to be
listening to Dave?
Yeah. Thank
What
you.
the fuck is with these
Yes.
people like holding on Dave's like, oh yeah, it's because they didn't work hard enough. Go
Why
fuck
does his
yourself.
rankings matter? What the fuck? Who'd he ever beat in a ring to fucking rank anything?
That's something a lot of people are discovering nowadays. Basically, within the past, I want to say like 3 or 4 years, that his opinion is mattering less and less.
Yep.
Just saying.
Wrestling media is a dying thing besides Van
Mhm.
Vliet.
Yep.
I think people aren't. Obviously, the dirt sheets are the dirt sheets, and Facebook is. If you ever go into Facebook comments,
Don't do it.
they think Liv and Dom are a real couple. But they think he really cheated on Rhea. You know, like it's a fucking strange place to be. But I think people are listening less and less. Like, yeah, I think Sean Ross Sapp reporting news, reporting backstage stuff is always going to be a gauge of interest. Just like in the we read dirt sheets for football. Who are the Eagles looking at the cut? What's going on with AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts? Are they friends? Do they hate each other? Do they love each other? It
the Devils.
it sells. Drama sells. But things that
does.
aren't going to, like, we're not going to listen to Dave Meltzer anymore because he's been wrong so much that it's like, okay, you in zero news, you can go somewhere.
You can obviously see that a lot of these guys also don't watch the product. If
Yeah.
you listen to Alvarez, he complains so much now, and it's so obvious that he's not watching the same thing I'm watching.
He's an old man.
Wow.
You just got to watch it like through clips, man. It's the best way to do it.
It really is.
They're a
I
company
fast
of
forward through
moments.
Netflix. It's fantastic.
That's it.
Unless it's
You know
on
what?
TikTok and it's like, wait
They
for
want
part
the
4.
moments. That's
Yeah.
all.
And you click in it, and it's like it's
Part 4 is a different part 4. It's a different match.
It's just the elongated other part that you just watched. It's like 2 seconds longer.
Under
No.
normal circumstances, I watch Dynamite every week if I can. But we watch it after we record it because it's usually like missed like the first half hour or something because we're making dinner or whatever. But we watch Saturday's Collision on Tuesdays, so
Nice.
we can fast forward through all the commercials and everything.
I'm just glad it's on Max because like that was such. And now they're adding all the back stuff, and I love going back and watching a lot of the old stuff, like that first All In or All Out, and then everything after that, all the old Dynamites. I don't know how many times I've gone back and watched. What do you call it? That first All Out and Mox showing up, which was incredible. But something you guys were talking about how like it's people get released in sports and stuff. I also say this about like when like AEW brings over WWE wrestlers, and you hear that old adage like, "Oh, they're just bringing in WWE wrestlers. They don't care about their own wrestlers. They should worry about their own wrestlers."
What the fuck
In
else?
sports, they trade and sign different people. Like maybe there's like certain teams that don't sign, like Devils don't sign Rangers players, or the Eagles probably don't sign Cowboys players. But if like someone as good as, I don't know, someone who's really like Quinn Hughes for the Vancouver Canucks is coming to the Devils in a couple of years, we're making that happen. That happens. You're going to have people that come over from each side, and they're going to sign that to healthy.
See, I wish that WWE and AEW could trade contracts.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You know, like,
Probably
hey,
happen.
Edge, you're going back for, Edge and Jamie Hayter, you're going back for Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Love
that,
Bring
that's-
Kevin Owens, please.
Let's
Yeah,
be
that-
honest here. How long will the dad want to fund this?
They're profitable. They're profitable.
Yeah, they're
Are
they're
they?
making
A
a
TV
gazillion
contract.
dollars. Yeah, they're making a gazillion dollars.
And you got to think
So
about how much they make on YouTube and that, like and clips and shit like that. They're profitable. They're not fucking WWE profitable.
yeah,
but-
they're not WCW though. They're not
Yeah.
hemorrhaging.
I would never
They're
disrespect. They have way more competence than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know that I love WCW more than life itself.
No, you love the good WCW. You loved it for 83 weeks.
I love every single bit of it.
Even
Doesn't matter. Good.
even
bad,
Russo and lay it down or whatever.
Did we?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
We reviewed WCW Greed. Remember that?
Is that when the
Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior couldn't get in the cage? Which one was that?
I forget which one.
Remember the one
That
Ultimate
was-
Warrior
that
couldn't
was
get in the fucking cage?
War Games or something like that.
He couldn't
It's
get
either
in
War
the
Games or Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, it might have been Halloween Havoc. Yeah. It's so crazy, but yeah, the AEW is fine with money, and like Tony Khan puts his own money in the too. It's not just his dad, and when signing that new TV deal, my only worry is that because as a film guy, Warner Brothers is going to shit because of the people at the top and how many movies they ruined and just horrible decisions on that front. That's the only worry I have. But I would think that AEW would find another home pretty quickly and a more and just as big as TNT and TBS and Max. I think they'd be fine with that too. So
They have the names. It's one thing they need to do is they need to push the names a little bit more. You know, like I get that people recognize Chris Jericho. We don't need Chris Jericho on the TV every fucking week for 5 years.
No.
And like Jericho's one of my guys. You know that, Jay. Like
yeah,
Jericho's
well, that's why they're sending Tony Storm to do media. They're sending Swerve. They're sending
Bobby Lashley. Fuck God, I'll be a son of a bitch.
Has he given the third thumbs up?
not yet.
No, he's going to.
It's coming.
I'm watching.
He's
Yeah,
going to give it down, and then Wardlow's going to come back and fucking destroy MJF. Where the fuck's
That'd be
Wardlow
awesome.
at?
I have no clue.
Where's he at?
Taking a
Injured.
paycheck.
ROH.
No, he's injured. He's
Wardlow.
his
Yeah,
was it
he's
bicep
hurt.
tear.
I know Wardlow's
I'm
injured.
sorry, how long has that
Luchasaurus
been?
was really sick.
Yeah.
Luchasaurus almost died.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh shit.
I feel like they don't really
Went
like.
extinct.
You know who I like? I think he's a trios champion now. Powerhouse. Love Hobbs.
I think him
Yeah.
in the ops is a very, very, very good idea. And hell, dude, it gives Shibata a whole new life, and just
Yeah.
he's got
because
personality now.
Oh,
and
because
now
Hook was puking in the ring.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
See,
poor
and
Hook.
that's situations like that is what gives kind of AEW a bad look because they're like, why didn't the refs stop that?
Wasn't that like a dark? Didn't that happen in
I
the
don't
dark segment or something?
I don't know if
Why didn't they stop the show when Owen Hart plunged to his fucking death?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I get that.
Okay, so
That was a
WWE has the
big-
worst
Oh.
name forever.
Do you get that?
Okay, relax.
Because
there,
it's
all right?
not feeling like you get that. That was a dismissive. Oh well, I get that.
But you missed it. There was a tragedy. Hook threw up in the ring.
I missed that. I didn't even see
Well,
it.
This is worse than death. He fucking threw up in the ring. God damn it!
Twice. All right, twice.
And they let that
And
match
then-
continue.
And
Wow.
I'm sure that they changed the
The other way, there was no way to continue.
the ring thing. What's the fucking thing?
Apron.
The canvas, just the canvas.
Yeah, and I bet you they changed that after he puked. Unlike what
And now
happened
they're
to
selling a
Owen.
relic
And
card.
they
AEW
changed it.
puke stained fucking Matt Hook. Saturday Night Collision. One of one.
One of
Yeah,
one.
when you went
One.
to
That would
Rumble
make
where
money.
I get that reference.
That'd make money.
Oh man, no. Yeah, wrestling these days. It's definitely a lot different than when we were doing it back then.
Yep.
Another thing I wanted to touch on too. Something that Kenny Omega said in a stream when he first came back from his diverticulitis scare. Is that how he wanted to be presented? Kind of wanted to be presented as kind of like Roman, and how he's presented and his character is. And now I feel like with that new theme song and how he comes out during pay-per-views, he just feels like that final boss character. And
I love Kenny. The promos don't do it. He needs a mouthpiece.
yeah, he's a bad promo.
He's a bad promo.
He's a bad promo.
It sounds very anime. Like,
He's a video game character.
yeah, but like, cool.
it doesn't work for wrestling.
When he said Dookie the other night, I was like, come on.
He's like,
you were,
I
you were good.
I
You were
will
saying
finish
excited.
you. I will put my foot in your ass. And it's like, okay, cool. We got,
Yeah, he's like a character from Yakuza.
Yeah.
Well, he has been a
His favorite game.
He has been, yeah.
Yeah, but like, I think that's really what they were missing, man. Like, having Omega out for a year is fucking.
Mhm.
I mean, I tuned in when Omega came back. Like, if I'm flipping through the
Same.
channels and Omega's on, I'm watching it. Like, he is, again, there are certain people that are captivating to me. Adam Cole being one of them now that he seems to be refocused. He had a little fall off. He did. He's
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
yeah
and-
because his head's
Yeah,
too
off
fucking
the
big.
ramp and shattered his ankle.
And the
Yeah.
Paragon's a stupid fucking name. Okay. But,
Yep. They should have
Um,
stuck with the Undisputed Kingdom. Just saying.
or you should have just made up something new. Not everything needs to be the Hurt Feelings, the Hurt Report, the Hurt Locker.
Hurts is cool though. Fuck that.
Change some shit, man. If the
The
New
Hurt
World Order
Feelings.
comes in, you can't call them the Newer World Order. Like, come up with something. The New World Order.
It's been 20
The
years.
new
why
old
not?
world order. No, with Adam Cole, I can understand why someone would not find him entertaining.
I, like
I feel like, but at the same time, it's like that dude kind of went through some shit. Not just the being dumped or whatever happened between them two, but
Yep.
Britt having that TIA. My ex girlfriend now had a stroke. I understand that whole. That I have PTSD from anything medical now because of all the stuff that she went through.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine him coming back, trying to figure out how to come back. He gets injured again. Then all that happens. It's just like,
and he got injured at the worst time because it was really about to be his show.
yeah.
Because he was going to beat MJF, be the devil,
Yep.
be the champion.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
happened at a bad time, man. That has to be depressing because you're like, I'm supposed to be the top guy, and I'm sitting here streaming on Twitch.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
that
great, though.
because that happened right around the same time as Punk. So yeah, that completely crippled the company for a year.
As much as people don't like Punk, man, he was
They had plans.
He was
They
their
had big
ratings
plans.
too. That shit
Yep.
spiked when he was on. It spiked up. When Danielson was on, it spiked up. Losing Danielson this year, which obviously I hope he never wrestles again because
Yeah, I think he's done.
for his safety. But like, you
Why,
got to
did he have
think
another
all these
neck
guys
issue,
that
or-
came in that we were all like AEW's taking over. Cole gets hurt. Punk leaves. Danielson retires. There's your big three that you brought in as your big three.
Good dive
Now
into
you
it.
have Okada, which I don't like what they're doing with Okada. I like the bitch thing. It's funny. But
He's having fun.
he's having fun. But I need the Rainmaker, man. I want Okada, Osprey, Okada, Omega. I want the 5-star fucking classic guy. You know,
We're getting. He's coming. He's coming. Don't worry.
I love that Hangman and Swerve might become friends after burning each other's houses down.
Yep.
It's very
Hangman.
Keen and Undertaker-ish.
Very.
Hey,
You
man,
killed our parents. You want to team up? Yeah, sure. Good.
Fuck your child in house.
Only if you put this red hat on, Taker.
Damn.
I would love to do that
I already
because
got
I'll
one
pop
of
the
my,
boys. Hold on, let me get my Behind Enemy Lines t-shirt with the cross on the sleeve.
Well, I think we get a couple more Danielson matches. He's like Cody. He lies a lot.
I don't want him, man.
Yeah.
What is he having neck issues again?
Yep.
He says he is.
Oh
He
no,
says
no,
he-
he's done. If that's the case.
Yeah, but didn't Cody teach him how to lie?
Yes, that's what I mean. He's good at making us believe that he. No, don't get me wrong. There's probably some fucked up shit going on in his neck,
Yeah.
but I still think we get one or two more matches out of him. Listen, if it's really serious and he is telling the truth, which who knows, he's a wrestler. I hope he's to sit back with his family. He's got a beautiful wife, beautiful kids.
Beautiful wife.
You know,
Not the
Yep.
most beautiful, but second beautiful.
I went with Paul on that one too.
Because Nikki,
because I knew where Ant was going with it.
Yeah.
but I think we get like at least one or two more. I just don't see how he doesn't come back.
Why
after,
isn't
you
that?
know,
I mean, I
getting
get
a plastic bag over his head. Like, you got to come back and fix that. Fix that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about
and
that one.
he's
The attempted murder.
one guy I don't
Yeah.
think goes back.
Who?
Brian.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he ever goes back to WWE.
Oh no, he's not. No,
No.
he's
Hall
Definitely
of Fame,
not.
he'll go to the Hall of Fame.
Hall
But
of
like
Fame.
I see, and this is crazy because if you asked me this last year, I'd say no. I can see Moxley go back for one more Dean Ambrose run.
Oh yeah,
No, because him and Triple H are boys. For one, Triple H was not running the company when he left.
True.
He didn't make him put a gas mask on and tell him people stink. I can see him going back for a proper Shield reunion to end it, to be
the
done.
the dollar signs for Shield. They'll just back
Does he
up.
does he own Mox? Because
He owns
he
John
was using
Moxley.
it beforehand, right?
He owns John Moxley.
I would actually love to see him come to WWE as John Moxley.
They won't. There's too much money, and they've mentioned Ambrose. They had a special for
Rollins
Ambrose.
mentioned him as Mox in one of his.
That
latest
was
promos,
trash
too.
talk, though. Like only the
I know,
marks
but
picked up on
whatever.
it. Only us were like, "Oh,
Ah.
it's like Mox."
He popped the boys.
Everybody else like, "Who the fuck's Mox?"
Nah, I you know what, I always thought Mox would never go back, but that makes sense to me.
I think Mox goes back. I think he's one of the big names. I think you could. I'll pick one from each. Let's do that. Go around one from each. I see Mox leaving AEW eventually. Not anytime. I'm not saying soon, but I can see Mox going back to WWE, and I think Bailey's the big name from WWE that can jump over to AEW.
Mhm.
Paul, what do you think? Who you got?
Bailey, and eventually it's MJF.
That's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oni?
I think eventually those dollar signs.
Oh, they're gonna throw stupid money at him and his hair transplant.
He's got to pay for those.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bailey too. To AEW seems the most likely. Going the other way, I think I'm gonna have to go with Paul with MJF. Like, I don't see Moxley going back.
I'm
Maybe
telling you,
20 years from now. Like,
that's
for
what I'm saying.
Paul
He's
Bailey.
still gonna be the guy that we didn't think would go back that went
Yeah.
back. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I give him a lot bigger gap, but recent, I'd say MJF. Give him 2-3 years.
Didn't MJF sign for 5 though?
All right.
He's got a tattoo of it on his ankle.
Yeah,
so.
he'll still be right in his prime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I mean,
He'll be all right.
I could even see eventually Fletcher going over there. Just once he starts to get, the rest of his bearings, he'd be great.
Good one.
That'd be like their next Orton.
Yeah.
But he can do high flying moves
He
and
can
shit.
do
But,
better stuff.
yeah, but I feel like he's got that kind of look to him, and he could be that menacing, strike anywhere kind of guy. So that's good.
I could see.
And
him
they
doing
can't get
that
Osprey, so
surprise
they might as well
takeover.
get Osprey's clone.
Good
You know?
point.
Hey, why can't they get Osprey?
Osprey's signed for like 7 years or 5 to 7 years or some shit.
Oh, has he?
And they let him fucking
Nice.
use the jet to fly home to England.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah.
That's
It's like, hey, you wrestled
Him
one.
and Swerve are AEW lifers at this point.
Yeah, I don't think
if
Swerve will go back.
I definitely do think Bailey for sure that if she decides to go, going the opposite direction, I'll be different from what you guys are saying, and it not necessarily intended for money, but for talent. Cesaro, Claudio.
I can't see him going back.
Why? Because it was Vince then, right?
Yeah, I guess.
One last payday. I mean,
Here's
well,
a name
they-
that's definitely going back that no one's mentioned. Jericho's definitely going back. I'm telling you
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. When this
Oh,
contract
No.
ends, Jericho's going to go back for one final run
yeah.
and then go into the Hall of Fame.
I hope not.
No, he is. And here's the thing. I
Nothing for
think
Hall of Fame,
he
but
should end there. He really should.
oh yeah, no.
That makes sense. Yeah. How about you,
as long
Phoenix?
as he wrestles with a shirt on.
Oh God, dude.
It's just it's getting larger and larger.
I
The gap.
got,
Armpit titties.
yeah, Jarrett tits. Yeah. It's worse, man. But no, yeah, I don't see Jericho coming back just based on an interview he's done recently. But as they say in the business, never say never. He would come back for a Hall of Fame run, but he would do it to elevate somebody else because he would do that for the business. If he came back, I would definitely say in a few years' time when his contract is up, MJF would go over and start feuding with Cody. I would say that yes, Bailey would be a huge get from them to bring over and work with Mercedes, which would be a good story. I'm still waiting or hopeful. This is just my speculation. Jade Cargill comes back. And while Mercedes is still champ, and Mercedes like, I'm the best TBS champion ever, and Jade's like, oh yeah, bitch, and they start their feud. That's
I don't
just
know,
wishful
I
thinking.
love Jade. You guys know I love Jade. I don't think Jade's ever going to go back.
Nah,
I
No.
think Jade's got about 3 more years left wrestling at all, and then she's going to be done.
Yeah.
I want Kevin Owens to go really bad, but that won't happen either.
So,
Nah.
so my hope was always for Kevin Steen and whatever Sammy would go by. I don't think he'd be Generico again.
No, he's Disney and orphanage in Mexico.
Somewhere. Yeah,
Or
I think,
dead.
I think Generico's dead.
Yeah, he died.
I would have loved them two over in AEW. Kevin Steen doing, Mount Rushmore again would have been pretty cool. But realistically, who do I see from WWE coming over? Well, Bailey definitely for sure. But for anyone, I really thought Natty was going to go specifically for the Owens.
She's spoken well of a lot of talent there. She's friends with the Huber family.
She won't have to do a shitting gimmick.
Yeah,
When she came out in Bloodsport, there was
That was
something different.
badass.
Yeah.
She looked awesome.
It was cool. Like it was just cool, but she's resigned because WWE's like, no, don't go over there. But yeah, Bailey for sure. MGF on the other hand. I'm trying to think of someone else.
Here's a name that
I wouldn't mind Hangman,
I don't think Hangman would leave.
but I don't think he would. Right?
No,
Yeah,
but
he
like-
has too many friends.
But I think especially if Punk's still there, he ain't fucking going.
I think that
No.
water's under the bridge at that point.
But I think a name that I've glanced over a couple times and said, hey, I think he's going to jump. At All In, we thought he was going to jump, was Drew McIntyre. But it seems like after his feud with Punk, it seems like they're going to probably put him back in that main event position. Main eventers get paid a lot of money in the biggest company in the world. I think he'll end up staying. But I wanted Drew Galloway to jump over because that guy is a bona fide star in my opinion. He's got the look. He can wrestle. He's fucking can talk his ass off now out of nowhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
I felt like that was the get for AEW if they could. That would have been, I think that would have been bigger than getting a Danielson. And it's not because I think he's better than Danielson. It's the longevity of it. You have your guy for 10 years. You know what I mean?
Well, let me ask you guys this, because this is always a question specifically like before they all resigned again. Do we ever see the Elite make that jump?
No.
No.
Nope.
Simply because it's in the name now. So they belong. Here's the thing. Cody was never the Elite. The Elite were the
he
Bucks
wasn't. Nope.
and Hangman. That's the Elite.
Yeah.
You know?
The only time they will is if WWE buys it.
Yeah, I don't see
WWE
that
will never
happening.
be able to buy it.
No,
though.
I know. I'm just.
I know,
saying.
but I just that's a good point, and that's what people say. Like, oh, even Triple H at the Hall of Fame. Oh, my father will buy your pissing on company. No, he won't because they're worth 8 times what Vince is. So good luck buying it.
Yep.
You know,
That's a good thing, but we'll end on this because I know it's 10 o'clock and
hard out.
yep.
Yeah.
Going back because I never got I wanted to talk about Cody a little bit. Cody going to WWE was, I'm still a little shocked by it. But you made a good point. As much as it was cool with him being part of the Bullet Club and them being part of the Elite and everything, there was that disconnect when the company started and he kind of went his own way and everyone else was going the other way. And it just felt like this disconnect. And like, I always thought that Cody would have been one of the guys that would just be there forever. And then I started thinking about it. And I'm like, he wants that title. He did it. So I'm happy for him. But yeah, that's a good.
Could you see him jumping back?
How could I for chaos? Yeah, probably. Maybe.
I don't think. I mean, now he's the QB1 as he calls himself. I don't think he'll. If you told me like the first year before he won the title and was the main guy, I'd say he probably jumped back. But now I think he's the TKO guy. He's
his dad's son.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
He'll be jumping back.
I could see it for one last run.
Baby.
The company helped start.
A name that I really wanted to jump was AJ Styles.
Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. I thought there
Give me
was
Styles Osprey,
Yeah.
like Styles Omega. Like show me because Styles WrestleMania matches suck. All of them.
Mhm.
All of them have sucked. All of them.
the one
So
that
go
we
do
all
an all
wanted-
in, tear the house down.
The one that we all wanted him to have the best match. It
Nakamura.
was the worst thing ever, and I'm still so fucking pissed off about it.
The best one he
Yeah.
had was Shane
Shane
McMahon.
McMahon.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were there for that one. That one.
And it's not for
Shame.
lack of him. He could still go. I think, and you see it with Shinsuke. It's like they have it, but they're just in the coast mode now.
Well, it's always something that Paul always said. Shinsuke tries when he wants to, but he just coast. He doesn't have to insert himself anymore.
He's been in 6-man tag mode for 10 years.
They gave him a cool
I did-
entrance.
I did
told
like
you
the promos that he did where it was like anime style and everything.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that
those
was
were
really
actually kind of cool. I like
He
that. They were
came out on
different,
NXT, put on a banger with Zayn, and then just said, "All right, I'll be champion. Give me a cool entrance."
Shin
Nice.
has 8 good matches a year.
Mhm.
And
I
he'll
ain't
usually
thinking that
get those
anymore.
out of the way from January to April. He'll
Oh,
get those
my
out of the
God.
way.
Don't put-
Yep.
And then
Like,
rest of the year.
I get paid, get to live in a nice house, have food on
Yep.
the table, roof over my head.
I still wish we could
Respect
get
it.
him
Love
and
the guy.
Tanahashi one more time, but
Yeah.
it's probably never going to happen. So
Yeah.
What did you want?
the Nakamura and Tanahashi won last time because Tanahashi's done this year. So
Mhm.
It's crazy that like 9 years later we're still talking about a lot of the same names. So here's another quick question before it's 10 o'clock, right?
yeah,
Right.
We've been doing this for a long time. Since the Wrestle Addict, what wrestler has impressed you the most?
ooh,
Like
I got one.
new comings, like the breakthrough star 9 years later.
no. I was
Will
going to say the
Ospreay.
biggest change of heart I've had has been on Randy Orton, but that's not he's impressed me, because I've always trashed Randy. That's always been
I'm
my
starting to see how good he is too.
thing. Yeah,
it bothers
it's so
me.
nice.
You know?
So that's the one that's actually impressed me from that way. But otherwise, it's Atticus Kogar over on the Indies is doing a lot of fun stuff. And I think he was just in the WWE ID tournament, so we'll see if he does anything more. And then there's that dude last night on NXT, looks like a little Randy Orton. That guy's he's literally Randy Orton tiny. I can't remember his name right now.
You're in light.
There's a video of him.
He's the
with
free
Randy
version.
Orton doing the
He's not the
pose,
Viper. He's the garden snake.
We got Randy at home. That's
Miles
what-
Bourne.
Miles Bourne. There you go.
Oh my God, that's Jason Bourne.
I guess I'll go with just because of like around the time we started doing Wrestle Addict and I started getting into other companies and stuff, and watching ICW every chance clips I would get. Joe Hendry, just seeing how I'm not a really big fan of the whole say his name thing. I get why people love it. It's entertaining. I'm just, not a fan of it, but that he got himself over in such a cool way. And he's just impressed me just being able to kind of keep that going and people not get sick of it. And you have a whole damn stadium doing that and giving him the biggest ovation he's probably ever had. I think that's pretty cool. And then I'll give you one more. No matter how bad the gimmick is, because I can't stand this gimmick, the longevity of Seth Rollins has always been impressive to me.
It seems like he is switching back away from the fashionista Joker style that he was
His
doing,
Messiah thing.
and he's going back to the Messiah.
I'm glad because like
I can't take you serious in knee-high sparkly boots, brother. Like, I'm sorry, like you can't tell me you're gonna kick your ass. You're dressed like a Power Ranger. Like
one person who's fell off that I wish he didn't fall off, but I get why, because he got injured right after he won that title, the Universal title. Finn Balor. I missed Devin.
Yeah.
I missed.
Yeah, man, he's the aura for him is just like gone.
Judgment.
In my
Yeah,
opinion.
but he can get it
I
back
want
like
him back.
this.
No, I want
Like
him back.
for real, he can get it
Bring
back
out-
like this.
You bring up
One
the demon
Demons
once.
match, and he's back.
Demon once.
Mhm.
He's back.
That's one I wish jumped over to beat Devitt again, but
Oh, that's one I could see eventually jump over too, because he's king of the mid card right now.
Yeah.
What do you think, Phoenix?
Not sure. I mean, like, there's
What
been
does
so
Mark
many
from
wa-
Chicago think?
Well, actually, I am still a fan of my Lord and Savior CM Punk, no
And Hot
matter where
Pants?
he goes. My dearest Hot Pants. Oh, she's retired now. I still see her at the conventions.
she signed a
She
legend.
still got that wonderful ass. I saw that video online, man. I was quite impressed. I wish I was that guy. But no, of course not. But no, not really. I'm still still a fan of CM Punk, but I'm loving what he's doing to Seth Rollins right now, and that's right. But no, there's been a lot of
Transition's wild.
there's been a lot of different wrestlers who've impressed me off and on over the last 10 years. I mean, you got anybody from Lucha Underground who was like putting on those banger matches. And unfortunately, some of those guys ended up in the NXT mid card. And then you have like some of the better parts of TNA that have made the jump between like all the different transitions of what television networks they were on during their transition period when Dixie was going away and Anthem bought them and everything.
Man, Dixie name drop, love it.
Yeah, I met her. Just saying. But
I'm sorry.
How much did she have to pay you?
not a dime.
All that panda energy.
No. Just one sketch of Mick Foley, one sketch of Samoa Joe. But that was something my girlfriend gave to her to give to Joe. So, and let me see here. So many people. It's hard to put your finger on just one. Honestly, the breakout star would probably be Cody, in my opinion. I'm glad to see Joe still doing his thing.
Didn't Cody have a mustache last time we did this show? Was he
What?
working
Oh,
Sandow with the
Yeah.
Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
a fucking callback.
Stardust.
That's a callback.
That's making me feel older.
They threw the briefcase in the water, and then he came out with a new briefcase. It was like indestructible, right?
Yeah.
Leather?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give the leather one. Somebody did.
I like that Sandow briefcase. Sucks to
Here's
be
the name that
lost
nobody
on.
said real quick, and this is mine, is Rhea Ripley.
He has
Arguably
made
going to go
quite-
down as the biggest woman star of all time.
I think I have 3 that no one's mentioned. I don't know,
Yeah.
Phoenix, if you're done or no.
Dylon, and Dylon.
But no, well, what I was going to say is like there have been so many people who've come and gone and made their spark, made their mark, impressed me, and haven't really gone anywhere, or have but haven't really shined to that level where I'm like, that is my guy, and I never saw it coming. Couldn't say, honestly. I mean, Sammy Guevara, Fuego del Sol, Speedball Mike Bailey, Swerve, Mox, Ray Phoenix, Ricochet.
Hey guys, Rhino's in AEW tonight, by the way. Sorry, breaking.
Yeah, no, I saw it. He fought Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne. There's another one.
Yeah.
Is that
So,
Christian's
yeah.
son?
Yeah.
This is baby boy.
Yeah.
There's only 2 people that I think can reinvent themselves all the fucking time, and it works. Is Jericho, not lately, and fucking Christian. Like the Dead Fathers Club thing, it was pop me every time, bro.
Pop the boys.
Go Leafs.
Now they got Nick
But
Wayne's
yeah.
mom a job.
Yeah,
Impressive.
and she was looking hot tonight. But just
Hot
saying.
take number 2.
He's like, I gotta go women wrestling on Reddit and check this page. It's tons of ads.
have seen the top she was wearing. Oh my god.
I'm gonna turn the transparency on her top down so you could see some nipples.
She's got some nice ones. I'm just saying.
They look like pepperoni
Neil, give us your 3.
One that has really impressed me, and the reason is because of his aura, and I just like how he handles himself. And when he talks, you just like, holy shit, is Jacob Fatu.
Oh yeah,
I honestly, I love
big
the
fat
way
two
that,
fan.
and I think it's because of just the way that he holds himself, and because of the history that he's had and jail time and all that stuff. There's just something about it that for me, I'm like, I like this guy a lot.
We used to see him in MLW in Philly. That dude is a fucking maniac, bro. He's awesome. Awesome.
One other that I've recently started, or I've recently seen a couple of her matches, and I absolutely love the way that she competes in the ring. Is what the hell's her name?
Hot Patch.
Saul Ruka or something.
Yeah. The Soul
Like,
Crusher. is
just the way that she can be, and the Soul like that. I'm like the modified RKO that you do a flip to do it. That is crazy. Obviously my boy Karen, I love what he's been doing. I'm happy to see that he's actually getting the attention he's getting. And the one that I think is top notch is El Grande Americano. Top shit right there.
Yeah, so mine are definitely Rhea, and I would go as far as, based off the first impression, I thought Dom Mysterio was going to last about 3 weeks in that company,
Mhm.
and now
Oh,
he's
he's-
arguably one of their most popular stars.
Apparently he's one of the hardest workers too.
They should put him on media for everything because he's fucking hilarious. He is hilarious. Like,
Who, Dom?
yeah. Go watch some of his videos where he's interacting with, and the way he interacts with fans is great.
I think he
Respectful.
did with not Jake Paul, his stupid other brother,
Logan.
Where he's like, "Did you go to they were talking about Japan?" He's like, "Did you go to Japan or something
Did
like
you go
that?"
to Japan?
It was so I die laughing.
Oh yeah, we were just on the Japan tour. Why weren't you there? Yeah.
One more person that I wanted to give a shout out to, just because it's just recent, because of like how he was in AEW and then kind of an afterthought, is the heel turn of Fuego del Sol. Pretty fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
much.
pretty
PC
cool.
Dub. I think it's really cool. Is
Tack
No
and
mask
Sam
now and
Stack
everything.
out.
AJ Orzo.
yeah. What's with it? I'm comfortable with my sexuality, so I want to say he's a handsome motherfucker. What is with all
Yes.
these motherfuckers with the mask? And they
Mask.
take them off and they're
Andrade took his mask off, and I was like, "Why'd you have a mask on?"
Yeah.
That's always been the case.
The fuck, man?
Always been the case.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
You remember Juventud Guerrero and that greasy ass, beautiful hair he had?
Yeah.
Yep.
Youth.
Who had the
Hey man,
juice?
psychosis.
Fretz, are you talking about me? Are we Shadow Man? right
No,
now?
he asked Logan if he was Shadow Bear.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
But before we get out, I also want to just shout out Wrestle Addict Radio.
Yeah.
Ricky, sorry we didn't get you on. I didn't even notice the time. But honestly, thank you for letting us put this show on your platform after it's recorded. But thank you for carrying on the name. You know, we Wrestle Addicts always been something special to all of us, I think, because it was just how we all kind of got started in our different things, and it brought us all together and created friendships. And it's just fun. And I think that's what you guys really bring to the table is the fun aspect of it. You keep it lighthearted, but you deliver great production. Like your product's amazing, and it's just fun. And that's all we ever wanted to come on here. We didn't want to be SRS. We just wanted to fucking have fun, raise some money for a good cause, hang out with our boys, talk about what we loved, and get off, and then wait till the next Thursday to do it again. I think you guys epitomize that. We couldn't have left the name in better hands. So thank you for all you do to keep us alive, because God, I feel like I'm like on a retirement speech. But this is probably the last wrestling podcast I'll ever do until 15 years, five more
It's
years.
crazy though, because I remember back to the first show. Like the Wrestle Addicts started, it was only going to be a blog that I was going to write under, just using that mask icon, and then we decided to do a show. Oni and I talked because we did podcasts before. We brought Phoenix on because I've done podcasts with him off the ropes, yeah. And I think Oni, you told Ant about the show.
I had him call in the first week. Second week.
I wanted to bait Phoenix, and he never showed up about the Brock Lesnar thing.
About the Lesnar stuff. And
Hey,
then,
Phoenix, you're right. Brock Lesnar's a piece of shit. Carry on.
Thank you.
and then the rest
Finally.
And then the rest is history. We did so much. Just all the content that we made together, all the charity that we did together. You know, Wrestle Addict helped me get through some really weird times I had in LA. And I'll always remember that. And being friends with all you. We might not talk all the time. You know, there's some of you I haven't talked to in a while. And I'm sorry for that. But this is what it's all about. Coming together. Friends coming together and having a good time. And
Party with the podcast brothers, and I'm having a good time.
And all that good stuff. So I'm proud to say that we did this tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks to Oni for bringing it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, thank you for carrying. Thank you to the guys you're carrying the Wrestle Addict Radio. The flag still flies high, and it's great. And we need more people like them to do these things. And who knows, maybe 15, 20 years down the line, if we're all still here, we'll do it again, maybe.
Yeah.
No.
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 Can't say I ever will again. And it's not because of the people. I loved everyone that I've ever done shows with, right? I think that's why you kept doing them, right? Is because you come back for the people you're working with.
Mm-hmm.
It's the people you're working for that ruin it sometimes, right? It's the people that you're putting the product out for.
Mhm.
It's
not appreciated.
It's the community aspect of things, where it's the most toxic community besides Star Wars. I'll say that. Like it is.
Cody said the same thing.
It is the most toxic community where we're all nerds. We're all wrestling fans. We're weirdos. We should be backing each other up instead of tearing each other down. And that was just too much of that. There was too much competition. Every podcast had to not like another podcast. That's just weird shit to me.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Like, listen,
I
I
still
have.
believe that. So fuck them.
Yeah, I listen to. I listen to what I want to listen to, and I listen to a lot of Disney podcasts, obviously, because that's what in the world we're in. But we all support each other. Like it's how it's supposed to be. Like there's 24 hours in a day. If you release a 40-minute episode, guess what? They have 23 hours and 20 minutes left to go listen to something else. Like
Yeah.
you can support each other. I just think that I think every show I've done, whether it was with the Wrestle Addict or Rant with Ant with G behind the production when it first started, to Rant with Ant when we brought Phil on, to Rant with Ant when G left and Issa came on, to Rant with Ant, the rant when I didn't talk about wrestling and it was just me and my buddy Kyle. Like that I've loved what I've done with everyone I've done it with, but it's everything else that it's the outside noise, I would say, that makes it not fun.
Yeah.
Unless you find a community. Like right now I'm having a great time because it's just a community. I mean, no one's angry about Disney, so
It's
if they are,
there's people that are, but it's
It's kind of similar for a lot. Like even in streaming, when I was doing heavy with the content creation and gaming and shit like that, there's always hate on streaming. Like heaven forbid somebody gets some type of actual popularity, then all of a sudden you have X amount of streamers being like, oh, "Why do you deserve this? Why do you get this?" Heaven forbid if you're a woman streaming, oh my god, you have viewership because you have tits. I'm like, it's fucking ridiculous.
I have tits. I don't have viewers.
So do I. I don't have fucking viewers. But it coincides with that. Like right now with the pyography thing that I did, wood burning, I've connected with a lot of people, and the community there is fantastic. They're supportive of the artwork, they're supportive of helping, they're supportive just like me giving tips and shit like that. It's nice when you find something in a community like you said that just are there to help each other and to work with each other, right? And support, like share, favor, whatever. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. So the advice for Wrestle Addicts: just don't do it anymore. No, I'm just kidding. No, keep doing it because the world needs shows like you guys, the Kings of the Rings, Fretzelmania, Perspective,
Ramblers.
the Lions Perspective. I mean, the world needs shows like that, like for normal people. Not everyone wants to hear someone fucking yell on a mic with a green screen background,
putting like someone else's face on it
for 20 minutes, acting like they're but I'm not at a bar. I'm not at my mom's basement. Acting as a character. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Be who the fuck you are. Unless you're Mark from Chicago, that's the only character I like.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Nate, Brace for Impact. He's back doing it too.
Nice.
So, before we all go, let's do the whole. If you want people to know where to follow you or what you're doing now, we'll start with
Start with Paul.
Start with Paul. Yeah, Paul. What do you got going on, man?
Dinner.
Nothing.
Nothing.com. I love it. Oni.
Terry Funk's
There
the
you
best.
go.
I literally had to look up what my Instagram was so I could share it with people. So it's chris.oni.137. That's about the only thing I got.
Heel.
I'm not doing anything exciting.
Well, right now I'm kind of on a break just because of the whole move and just some IRL shit. And I may be coming back with no longer heel. So this may be one of the last shows you identify me as heel.
No, I'm always going to play heel now. I just got off the K thing. I'm not heel.
Oh no, it'll go to my real name. But overall,
I'm not learning
you
any
can find me
fucking
as
names.
Heels Creations everywhere, and Instagram is heel_creation. So there you go.
Make sure you
Facebook
buy
would
some
a lot.
wood burning pieces from him. He did a really cool
yeah.
Pazuzu one that I have that's going up in the next couple of days because now I rent this house.
I was gonna say it hasn't gone up yet. What the fuck?
No, it's because when I bought it from you, I was going. My girlfriend was
Oh,
going
gotcha.
through health, or my ex-girlfriend, I should say, was going through health stuff. So
The eyes I did on that one was like the best I've ever done anything on.
fan tattoo. I can't wait to hang that up. Like I wanted to hang it up when she was around and still lived here, but she was afraid of it. And she loves horror. It was funny, but anyway. Phoenix, how about you?
I stream on Twitch sometimes. If you ask G, he'll give you my link.
CMS Calvert.
Yeah,
That's fucking
there you go.
spoiler alert.
Thanks, bro.
There you go. How about you, Ant?
Yeah, no one wants to listen to Disney shit, but Dreaming Down Main. I'm actually we're not vlogging or anything anymore. We were doing a lot of vlogs, which was really fun. So I'm just doing the podcast and just having fun, chilling with my wife, and she's better looking than me. So just come and look at her.
I will agree with that.
I guess.
But besides that, wrestling sucks, guys. So
Yeah, wrestling is the worst.
I mean, listen, if you have like the backbone to just continuously complain with other wrestling fans, want to have opinions,
Unless you're having
otherwise,
fun with it.
have fun. If you have
Yeah.
passion for it, great, do it. Don't let us like downgrade what you would do and stuff like that, right? But it got to a point where
No,
like
listen to us.
it is annoying to create an episode or give like time to something and then spend more time complaining about it to other people who are trying to justify it. It's
The
like,
best
fuck
is like
this.
Yeah.
Watch
you
old
post something on Twitter like, "Hey, new episode up," and people listen to it, and then you are in a 30-minute discussion, a debate, and it's like, I don't want to fucking debate you. I said what I said.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
How could you feel
There you
this
go.
about this guy? Go fuck
Like
yourself.
I explained it on the hour show why I felt the way I felt. I don't need to explain it anymore.
Yep.
And then G-Rod would beat their ass, and we'd bury them in the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bury them because that's what pop the boys is when you bury someone.
You can find me at my Instagram, made by G-Rod. Watch The Bastard Sons. If you haven't, it's great. Tubi, Amazon Prime. Dirty Hands will be out by the end of the year. More information about that very soon.
Oh,
And-
shout out Ramblers and Total Nonstop Impact J-Bone.
J-Bone, our buddy.
J-Bone's still going strong, actually. Yeah.
The Ramblers
yeah.
asked me to be on last
WJ.
night or Tuesday night. And I couldn't, unfortunately.
I was on it last week. It was fun. Good times. And then one last thing is every Monday night on WCFA 101.5 FM in Cape May County, if you're in New Jersey, or CapeMayRadio.org if you're not in Cape May. I do a show at 9 p.m. on Monday nights called Sunset Cinema Club. We talk about a movie each week. It's fun. Listen to it. If you don't, go fuck yourself.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
Wasim.
And that's
Where's
the boss.
Wasim at? Does he still have a Twitter?
I don't know. You should look.
Is it the let me look. I don't even have my Twitter on my computer. That's how often I go on my Twitter. It's not even on my computer.
Also, yeah, thank you all for coming and watching and listening to us talk. Thank you guys for coming and being part of it too. Like, I could have never imagined we would all said yes, and this is amazing.
Why? What else? We're all fucking middle-aged men, G-Rod. What are we doing?
We're all busy sometimes, but life is busy. Life is
I know.
busy.
You
Yeah,
caught me like the week before I start working the second job, so we're good.
That's why I wanted to make sure it was before that, because if
100 hours a week coming
Yeah,
right
like-
up, baby.
Yeah, like shit right now for me is crazy, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna make time for this.
Well,
so.
You're just interrupting me getting
Hey.
high.
I missed that.
I'm driving to Buffalo. We need another. I mean, in honor of Scott, rest in peace. We need a last call. Scott, you can be sober, Scott. You can be sober, Scott.
So tonight we got a reunion. One of the greatest wrestling podcasts of all time. It's me and the boys. These guys, and that's all right, It's been 10 years. Me and Kev been watching these guys for a long time. And they're the only ones to pop the boys. They love to pop the boys, you know what I'm saying?
And the great Khali's behind you now.
Hold on. Wait, is that Booker T entering the picture?
Tell me, he didn't just say that.
Oh, you got to end with
I'll tell
Steiner.
you.
Reed Steiner.
Oh, you're good. You should be a world champion by now. Yeah, you got Chris Van Vliet. You have a podcast.
But no, he did it.
What? God, I'm sick, Joe. I want to go home.
It's fat.
You know why? Jim Rick, fat. So that, guys. Had a little fun for today. But we had a good time. We had a lot of talking. We had a reminiscing, talking about the business. With that being said, this is last call. Last call with Scott Hall. And I'm out.
Hell yeah.
Oh fuck! I missed that.
I missed that shit, bro.
Scott Steiner, why?
Fantastic.
All I heard is, "Dad, you fat."
Oh, the great.
Get out of here, you Rick, you fat!
I got it turned into fucking brown bacon.
Yeah, everyone, if you're Braun, give me world champion.
I fucking love the great Khali one. This is so random. I can't laugh loudly. Oh my.
Shout out to Big Greg for showing up too. It being like 3 a.m. over there.
I'm crying.
Yeah.
The Collie pops the boys for sure.
Yes, sir.
Holy shit.
I'm
I
sweating
would.
because my wife turned the air off, I guess. She wasn't suffocating this fucking room.
She's like fucking
I'm
stop.
on the casting couch sweating my ass off. Oh, what a night. This was really fun.
It was.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yep.
that is it for us. This is the Wrestle Addict OG signing out for the last time.
See you in 5 years.
This has been a Wrestle Addict Radio branded podcast.